happened to you? I mean, what happened to this being our time?
No way, Alan. I'm out. I'm done.
Get in the car.
Come on, Alan. We both know it's wooden.
Apartment pop.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
Did you know that Marvel Comics once had a hilarious and irreverent series that parodied superhero characters? Pitched to Stan Lee by Roy Thomas and Gary Friedrich, it was called Not Brand Echh, and it ran in the late 1960s. Welcome to Comic Book Storytime.
This is your man.
Yes,
Look at the screen.
that's mine. And,
And,
I'm going to stick beside him.
that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm going to stick beside him.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and it is time for another FOC and chill, or as some may say, FOC and chill. What up? Happy to be here, excited to be here. Another Tuesday. This is episode 10, believe it or not, the 10th straight week of hitting y'all up. Maybe we talk about FOC, maybe we don't, probably we don't. We'll see who jumps in, who doesn't jump in, who takes over the conversation, who doesn't take over the conversation. I don't have a whole lot burning in my soul this week. I was watching Bronze Age Nerd before I went live, and he was talking about comic book speculation. And the conversation got me thinking about whether or not comic book spec is dead. It's dead for me, really. One of the things that I'm really changing in terms of my comic book collecting habits is I had a tendency to buy a book because I felt like at the price it was going at, other people would want that book at that price. And so even though I didn't necessarily want the book, I'd get it because it'd be like, this is $20 book. They've got it for $6. I'll get it, And then, I never end up selling it. So what the hell was the point? And so I'm going to stop doing this thing where I buy books because I think they're undervalued, even if I'm not interested in it. And I'm just going to start buying, really just focusing on the stuff that I'm reading, really. And I was just having that conversation with myself. Like, I think comic book speculation is really dead for me. I mean, I've been in this thing for 3-4 years now, and you really see the pattern of books going up, books coming down, books going up, books coming down. And there doesn't seem to be a real logic to it, right? And you see that a lot in comic book collecting. I feel like there's a lot of like things that we do that don't necessarily make sense, and they're not necessarily good for the industry. Maybe some of the habits that we have, this idea of because a character may appear in a movie, I need to overpay for a comic book that's related to them. That makes a lot less sense to me now as I'm sitting here thinking about it. But I don't know, that could be something that we talk about. If anybody is interested, I will throw the link in the chat and we'll see if you guys take this over or if we're going to actually talk about FOC this week. Let's see. We got my guy Trev in here. Holla Chiefs in Naramas. Good to see you, my guy. What up, John Stout? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through, my guy. Uh-oh. We got my comic book brother, Scotty Vaughn, in the house. Shouldn't you be working right now, buddy? Thanks for coming through, though. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, I mean, if you wanted to hit the like button, I wouldn't be mad. Weren't you supposed to be at work or something? What's going on here?
Nah, bro, I'm chilling.
Man, what's up, man? This is your first time on FOC and chill. Thank you for coming through, my guy, man. It's good to see you. You were saying something. I think I'm going to get to your thing here. You're going to say something about comic book spec. Are you playing with your light? Is that what you're doing?
Nah, everything's repeating. Hold on. Let me pop out real quick.
All right. Well, on to the chat then. What up, Doc DVH? Good to see you, my guy. Thanks for coming through. Always appreciate it. Always good to see you. Oh, we got C Bizzle in the hizzy, one of the great supporters out here, and a man with his own channel. So if you're not up on his channel, definitely check it out. What is going on with this guy? But yeah, definitely. And Dr. Von Hoot is also doing. I mean, everybody in the chat has their thing they're doing. So check everybody out. I don't think John Stout might be the only one that doesn't have a channel, and you probably have a channel. I just don't know about it. But oh, what up, Comics by the Bay? Good to see you, my guy. Matt, thank you for your X-Men purchase from me. I appreciated the business, man. And we might have some more business to do, man. You know, I'm selling these things cheap if you're interested, like super cheap. Like I don't like I said before, you know, I'm just changing my thing. Like I was buying there's two things I was buying: X-Men and Amazing Spider-Man, because those were books that I wanted as a kid and I just never could get them, but I always really wanted them. And as a grown up, so I just went after them and started grabbing them. And I realized that that childhood thing is not there anymore. I don't really want those books as much. So I'm getting rid of my X-Men. I'm getting rid of all of my Amazing Spider-Man. I had plans of doing it on Whatnot, but I just haven't not broken through on my ADD to get through and set it up and do it on Whatnot. But I did talk to Beckerman, and Beckerman said that he would be interested in selling some books with me on Whatnot. And so if I can get him involved with it, it would definitely motivate me to actually get OBS Studio and all that figured out and actually start slanging some books for $1 and whatnot. Because that is literally, I might have to do it for $2 because of Whatnot's take, but like I'm just trying to get rid of these books for cheap. I do not need cover price. I don't give a shit. Just take them. Let me recoup some money and I can buy more books because that's exactly what I'll do. Scotty, are you involved? Are you here? What's up?
Yeah, man, I'm getting my shit together.
What's going on? You all right?
Yeah, dude, I'm done specking too, man. I'm just buying what I want at this point.
Yeah, dude. I think it's an evolution of comic book collecting. You know, we all evolve. And yeah, that's been my evolution is I don't give a shit anymore. It seems dumb to me, you know, from the outside. Now, that said, I am going to be dumb about the shit that I'm excited. Like I'm going to be dumb about something is killing children, right? Because that's my shit, dog. I'm going to be stupid about that shit, you know. I'm not going to be ashamed of it because that's what I like, you know. So I'm going to get hype. But this whole like, oh, this character might be in the movie. I don't really know who they are, but they might be in a movie. I need it. Or Spider Boy, new character. Oh, I just don't feel that shit anymore at all. I don't feel it at all. I do feel it for Erica. But Bleeker, thanks for coming through. Bleeker was on the 1011 tonight, and man, he had some super interesting books that you don't normally see. So I would definitely check that out on the replay, man. It was interesting checking out those books. And so every Sunday, check him out. Him and him and Biggie will tell you what they hate. Biggie was on Bleeker's channel calling James Tynion IV a scumbag. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go, man. I can't listen to this slander. This is absurd. And I can't remember his reason for calling him a scumbag, but it wasn't, at least in my eyes, it wasn't a legitimate reason. So I was like, yeah. I'm out, guys. Y'all talk about what you hate, and I'm gonna be gone for a bit. Still love. It's all love, though. All love. Biggie and Bleeker, all love. But if you hate on James Tynion, I got to get the fuck out, or we got to fight. One of the two. You know? And I don't want to fight, so I just left because I don't want to fight with Biggie or Bleeker, man. You know, and the thing is like, I don't know. It seems like people just say stuff I disagree with on Bleeker's chat a lot, and I'll get in the chat and just disagree, and then they'll act like I'm some, you know, angry mob, and I'm like, no, I just think what you said was stupid, and I'm expressing as such. I didn't. James Tynion is not a scumbag because I think it was something about masculinity or some dumb shit. I don't remember. Oh, there you are. Yeah, but back to spec though, man. It's dumb. It's really stupid, and it's crazy how it continues to go like it does. Like if you just, you know, I scream it all the time. if you look at JP's 6 months look back and you pay
Yeah.
attention to that every single week, like I do, you will see that these books go up when they're hot and they go down when they're not, and they go up when they're hot and they go down when they're not. But there is a very clear cycle where if you buy a book when it's hot, you can bet your fucking sweet ass it's gonna go down before it's all said and done. I mean, it just if you buy a book at a peak, I bet your sweet ass that motherfucker's going down 95% of the books, right? And I even started a spreadsheet. I need to get back and start building this thing because I was just curious about the numbers of it. But I was going through every single episode of JP's 6 months look back, and I was building a spreadsheet of the data that he has in those. And I just wanted to look at that and try and get a perspective on this game. And I did like a couple of years, I think. I mean, there was many more, but I did a couple of years, and it was just clear. It was fucking clear the cycle of these things. And if you're gonna, and if it seems to me, if there's a clear cycle to these things, then we should adjust our buying habits to these things. And it says when the book is on Comic Tom's channel, that is the no more buying hour. It is done. The game is the cat's out of the bag, right? It is time to stop buying that thing, and it might be time to start selling to the people who have too much money, because there's a lot of comic book collectors that just have too much money, and that's fine. Good for them. I wish I had that problem, but
same.
It's time to get their money but then wait 6 months and then buy it back from them, at a discount. And you'll make a profit and still have your book. It is that logical. It's mathematical. I've watched it happen, since I jumped into this thing. But we got a bunch of dope people in this chat. Let me say what's up. Hi, Aaliyah. That's my guy, man. Thanks for coming through. K-pop, one of the great supporters in this community, man, and has a great channel on her own with some great guests that she's been snagging lately. So if you're not up on her channel, definitely check her out. And then we've got Phil. What up, Phil? Man, finally, I saw you schedule a fucking show on your fucking channel. I've been waiting for a year, I feel like, but I'm pumped, man. I am there with bells on. He's got Travis versus Roscoe in some sort of game show, it seems. But I'm excited to check that out. Phil is great, man. When I first met Phil, he was kind of like the Ed McMahon on Spine Ticks. And he was so fucking good at it, man. Really, he was so good at that Ed McMahon role. I really missed him when he left. But I'm excited to get him back on his own channel. What up, Adam? Good to see you. Durs is in the house. Another one. Him and Scotty Vaughn, two of those rocket ships shooting up. So if you're not plugged into their channels, then you might not go to the moon with them. So you might plug in on that. C Bizzle, what's up, man? How you doing? Let me let you talk.
Oh, I'm doing well. Just got back from my son's school. He had a play that he was in. He's 6 years old, so they had a little kindergarten play. So,
awesome.
Yeah, it was great. He did very well.
That's because you're smarter than me, John. My daughter is 6 years old as well. She's not in any plays though. She did have gymnastics tonight though, so that's dope, man. Hey, what are your thoughts on comic book speculation? Is it dead?
It is dead as far as the hype that everybody was at that time. But like you said, there's still people out there that have more money than most who still, feed into it. And if I feel like if it was dead, we wouldn't have shows like Comic Tom, still pumping out great numbers and viewership. I don't really follow speculation. It just so happens that several of the books that become spec I already own because I've already collected them. So like I had West Coast Avengers number, was it 45, the first appearance of White Vision? I had that since like 7 years ago. So a lot of the spec books that are now starting to be spec books is already having my collection.
What is going on with this guy? I can't keep him on the show.
I don't follow spec books myself.
It's definitely comic book spec. Obviously, it's not dead, but for me, it's dead. As I see this obvious silly cycle that these books go through, and it's like, and for so comic book spec's not dead for me in terms of the shit that I'm excited about. Like, if you tell me there's a new first appearance and something is killing the children, I'm probably going to get excited about it. But as far as going to other books that I don't already collect, I'm not interested in that shit anymore.
Just finished reading. I'm behind on my reading, so I just finished reading this issue.
People say it's not as good, but I seriously love the fuck out of this book. I still love it, man. I love the way Werther draws it. Like at first, I don't know that I was really into the way that he drew it, but 30 issues in, I'm like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be drawn. I really like his art.
I started collecting Something Killing the Children after issue 16. So that's when I started
15.
collecting it.
I started at 15.
So I don't have none of the 15 back.
Oh, I'm only missing, in terms of first prints, I'm missing 1 through 7. No. I have 6 now. So I'm missing 1 through 5 and 7 on first prints, but I have everything else. And I don't think I'm ever going to get those big. I can't see justifying to my wife spending hundreds of dollars on a slab. It's not going to happen.
No.
So, I mean, I could do it, but yeah, it does. I got other things I could do with that money. I can't afford to do that shit.
I want to say this: if anybody in chat or in the comic book community loves spec, I say all for you. Me, I dislike spec so much, especially as a thrifty collector, because as soon as a book is announced on a television show or movie, the book I want, now the price is like tripled, quadrupled, 10 times as much. So that always pissed me off as a collector, as a thrifty collector. So now I got to go into like the gutters and find somebody that don't really know about comics to get the book I want. And when I mean what I want, I want to have it and read it and have it in my collection. I'm not a flipper. I don't, as you know, I have, last I checked, near 9,000 books, and I haven't sold a single one.
That's how Beckerman is too. Like, he picks up books and this is a steal, and then he just never sells it. And then next thing you know, you have 20,000 comics with the storage. So that's why you see me trying to sell stuff on Instagram, and I'm working on getting on Whatnot. Is like, I'm not trying to get. I'm at 4,000, and I got to 4,000 pretty quickly, I feel like, and I don't want to get to 20,000. I can't, I can't, I don't have space to do all that. So that's why I'm like, all right, it's time for me to start thinking about what's really important to me and getting rid of everything else. And if that means for $1, I'm just not going to do it for less than $1. I took my books to Vintage Stock and Half Price Books, and it was all less than $1 a book. And I was like, nah, man, I can't do that.
Yeah. And I agree with Matt. Comics by the Bay. I only buy on what I love and what I see. And I'm the same way. I only buy books. Like I said, only spec books I have is ones that, I'm already collecting. So,
Chop and Drop in the house. And speaking of Chop and Drop, he reminds me that I have not mentioned this yet. Comic Book Community Awards opened up this past Saturday. The nominations are a go. And there are a ton of people that I am pushing. I will be going live to do my nominations. But last year I winged it, and I'm still gonna wing it this year, but I want to put just slightly more thought into it. I want to make sure that I'm giving the love to the people that I really want to, it's gonna be tough. There's a lot of great channels, and there's a lot of people. There's channels that are competing in the same category that I love both of them, and I love them equally. I'm just gonna have to figure out which is which. But
there's several people in the chat I've nominated. I'm not gonna say who.
You've already done yours. You're not gonna do it live?
Yeah. No, I've never done it live. I never actually started live. So
you need to figure that out. That's where it's at, man. I'm telling you. I'll tell you what, I spent like a few hours working on a FOC video, and it got like 30 something views, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I put in a lot of effort, and I got less views in this no effort show that I'm doing right now. And I'm like, yeah, man, I mean, I'm still gonna do the comic book story time because that's worth it to me. But yeah, the top 10 videos, it's just not working, man. It really isn't working. So
Yeah.
and I'm trying to do stuff that works, stuff that's fun. That's what motivates me is seeing people enjoying it, and that's what I'm doing it for. So if people aren't enjoying it, then I mean, I do have some people enjoying it, and some people who have motivated me to do it. But just overall, it's clear to me that it's not the thing, and I'm trying to do the thing. So I'm trying to come up with it something else. We'll see. That was one thing that I did in the beginning that I wish that I still did is that I just took chances in the beginning, just making up shit and just be like, I'm just gonna do this video. I'm just gonna do this video.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like I have to be all planned and it has to be like, okay, I need to just start throwing shit at the wall again. But I also have 2 kids and a job and shit is hard.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I don't have goals of monetization or anything like that. Like
Same.
It's not. Honestly, I never dreamed of hitting 500. I never dreamed of hitting 100. So being over 500 is nuts to me anyway.
Yeah.
And to be able to go live and have 10 plus people watching, that's more than I ever dreamed, man. So I'm with it, man. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
It goes to, is the old saying is like, you got 10 people watching. Imagine if those 10 people were in the same room as you right now. Like that blows my mind every time. I see, like when I go look at my views for my videos, it'll have like 25, 30 people. I'm like, imagine 25, 30 people in the room with me. Like I love the comic book I love this particular comic book community. People are super awesome. I love talking about comic books. I've been collecting on and off since I was 12. So I mean, I'm doing this so much. I'm just having so much fun. I'm doing this for the fun and the love of the hobby.
That's what I'm doing it for. And it's like I was talking and I got offered money to like edit videos for someone, and like it gave me like an existential crisis. So I was like immediately I kind of freaked out in my head. And the reason thinking about it, I realized it was for 2 reasons. Number one is, I just do this I don't really feel qualified to be paid to edit videos. That was the first thing. And the second thing is like when you start to do this for money, that changes it into more of a job. And if you can keep it fun and have it and make money while it's still fun, that's great. But when you're attaching yourself to other people like that, things can get not fun real quick. And I was like, those 2 things was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I got a day job, so I don't know about that. So I declined, but I actually gave them an example of what I thought they should do, but I declined.
Yeah, I understand. I got a 9 to 5 job.
Mine's 6
I'm also well, mine's is 7:30 to 4:30, and also I am the editor for my fiance's horror podcast. So
okay.
Every time she does a podcast, I'll go in there and edit it, and make sure it looks good, sounds good, and I help her run her Facebook channel as well. So yeah, I'm and like I said, I got a 6-year-old that's keeping me busy, and and my YouTube channel. So I understand what you mean by like trying to, so if somebody hires you for as an editor, you're gonna be super busy.
Yeah. And editing is a lot of fucking work. Trust me, I know. What up, Ozzy? Thanks for coming through, my guy. I appreciate you, man. Good seeing you. Link is in the chat if anybody wants to add to this conversation. We started talking about comic book spec. Is it dead? The answer is no, it's not dead. But for us, it kind of is. Hey, what up, Kyle? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through, homie. Always good to see Kyle. Definitely check out Kyle's channel as well. Another great channel on the old YouTube. And if you would like to watch Chris at Chaos and Comics sit in a chair and read a book, then he has the channel for you. Definitely go check him out. He's popping over there. You can just watch him on a nice Sunday day, swinging a swing and read a little book. Hopefully that triggers him and he jumps on. We'll see. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the comic book nominations. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and get Louis in there. Freaky Louis is one of those guys. I would like to see some Freaky Louis sing-alongs or some skits for the show.
Now, I will say this: I the only thing I would tell you who I nominated was Louis. So I did give him the comedic.
Which one was it? Comedic?
Yeah. So I did make sure I got that.
I need to remind myself of the categories. I know they've changed a little bit this year, and that's why I'm like, before I do my live, because I am gonna do my picks live again, but I'm gonna because I want to be able to, for each category, talk about who I was gonna pick, but also talk about other people that you could pick, and I want to be prepared to do that. And so I do want to do a little bit of homework before I do that live. Because even if I don't nominate you, I definitely want to at least shout you out, mention you
Right.
as someone you could nominate if you wanted to.
Now, when does the
Absolutely.
nominations end?
I think it's in August sometime, but if you go over to the cbcawards.org, you will easily see that he has it all laid out for us. And let's see. We got okay, this is the nomination. Where's that at? Okay, here it is. August 5th.
Okay.
So we got May 13th to August 5th to get your nominations in, and that is now, obviously. And then from August 6th to August 24th, there's a committee review. And that review is just a matter of this person was nominated in this category. Does this person actually belong in this category? Do they actually qualify or meet the criteria? It's as simple as that. Other than that, it's just strictly a numbers game. Who got the most nominations? That's it. But if you get a bunch of nominations for, Restoration Channel, and you're not really a Restoration Channel, then that might get you booted. But and then so they have the review till the 24th, and then on the 25th we announce the finalists, which is always exciting to see who got in. And then from the 26th till November, we've got the voting. So that's a nice long period. I really would like to see a significant increase in the nominations this year and a significant increase in the finalists this year. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again. The biggest thing that people have against this thing is a true thing, is that it doesn't represent the community as a whole. So it says it's the Comic Book Community Awards, but it doesn't necessarily represent the entire community, which is a huge, crazy large community. So it's not going to represent the entire community this year either, but I would like for it to represent a much bigger chunk this year. And that's why I've been doing the work that I've been doing, trying to get the word out, because that's why it matters to me. Because I think, you guys have heard me say this, but like, I just really appreciate the highlighting of, the appreciation of, the celebration of this community that has blown up on YouTube. It existed long before the pandemic, but it's blown up since the pandemic, and it has an opportunity to continue to grow, to continue to push people and bring people into this thing and give this comic book community, this comic book culture a life long into the future. We got to get some younger kids in here, but that's my goal. That's my hope. And it's just the beginning of all that, obviously. But I think that all of us doing this thing here that we're doing, we're finding ways to do this in interesting ways. We're finding ways to present this culture in an interesting way that will get views on YouTube, and honing that skill, honing that ability is a way for us to grow this thing, And so that's why I support it. That's why I shove it down your throats every chance I get. And that's why I'm going to keep doing it, man. It's a big deal.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited to see what's next. I know you might be in there you qualify for new channel, right?
Yeah, because I came in after December 2022. So
there's another channel to think about, guys. I don't know if you're getting my nomination. We'll see. I haven't done the homework. But other people, you can nominate him. He's out there. And if you're not subbed to his channel, obviously y'all should definitely check him out. What else is going on in this community, man? What else? This comic book spec is not dead. We've agreed on that. What else is popping?
Nothing that I've been seeing. I haven't heard any like comic book drama.
Boo, I need drama. Damn.
I can't remember the names, but I didn't think this was prevalent. I'm just now starting to see people being mad at other like big YouTubers. Small YouTubers are getting mad at big YouTubers for stealing their video ideas. I didn't know that was a thing.
Really? Oh, yeah. This is interesting. What do we have here?
So I have to find, like, I wanted to say it, but I haven't. I gotta remember which one it was. And this is something that's been happening for over a year now. Basically, what happens is a bigger YouTuber will almost verbatim um, steal some a smaller channel's idea of a video and put it as their own.
I mean, that's the game, though. I mean,
Yeah,
as long as you're not, I guess. I don't know, man. You should give them credit if you get an idea from somebody, but I
yeah,
guess,
yeah.
yeah,
If you use somebody else's idea, at least give them credit.
I'd be interested to see the specific examples. I
I
would be
have to
really
find them.
interested.
When I find them, I want to DM them to you.
I would be curious about
Yeah,
that. That's interesting drama.
yeah.
When did you see it today, or you just been seeing it?
I just been seeing it this past week on and off. But like I said, some of these videos when they was talking about it, they were kind of old. So they was like about a year old. Um but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure people could prove it. Um and
So
I've seen one gentleman claimed somebody another YouTuber stole their idea and hit him with 3 copyright strikes.
uh,
And
how do you do that? Doesn't make sense to me.
yeah,
How do you get copyright strike? How does he hit them with copyright strikes?
because he's saying that they use like 10 seconds of his video on their
Oh
channel,
well,
and
did they?
also they use the same editing style as
No,
that he did.
you can't get
Yeah,
copyrighted for editing style.
yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
exactly, exactly. Because everybody uses a similar editing style.
Yeah, but that's not copyrightable.
Yeah,
Editing is
yeah.
not
Man,
copyrightable.
that's what the one that got the copy strike told him. Like, you could easily just, like, if I did use 10 seconds of your video, why don't you just come to me and just let me know instead of
They don't have to though.
yeah,
Like I know DJ Vlad, who has a big channel. Like
yeah.
if you use his stuff, you have to pay $10,000 flat. It doesn't matter if it's a second or a 2 second. And he explains that it's because he has to value his content, and
I
by
see.
giving it away for free, he's devaluing his content. I don't know if I completely agree, but the way this thing works is if you use someone else's stuff, they have every right to snatch it from you, man.
Yeah,
That's just how this thing works. I know I've seen some channels get hit with it recently, and it's like,
yeah,
yeah, got to be careful.
yeah.
You
That's why.
can't just you can't just repost stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. I use like for the music for my shorts. I use a lot of different music, but I use the safe music like off of Clip Champ. It's safe to use. Even tells you on there, like, when I use it, it says it's copyrighted, but it doesn't affect my shorts or it doesn't
Mm,
affect my video. So
yeah, I don't worry about that too much, but because I don't got shit going on. Like I don't have 1,000 something sub channel, So,
yeah,
and my Instagram is much bigger than my YouTube.
mine's slightly. I'm at like 455 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm at over 2,000.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so much bigger, but I am. It's much easier to get big on Instagram. Like I feel like if I wanted to, I could get even bigger. Um, but I just don't care to. You
Now,
can actively try to get followers.
do you post like a lot of reels or
Yeah, that's my thing. Is I try to be funny on Reels.
yeah,
It's my main thing on there. It's definitely my most like thing. But man, it sucks. Like lately, you talk about people stealing your content. I don't think that people are stealing my content, but I have seen people do memes that I've already done,
yeah.
and it does. I did the same meme like 4 months ago, and they do it, and it gets like 4 times as many likes on their page. I'm like, man, why do I suck? I already did that. I didn't get that many likes. What the fuck? Why do I suck? I've been thinking about that a lot. It's like, why? Like, I am not. I'm not. What am I? How do I say this? I don't appeal to uh, everyone. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
Like I have and I've known this my whole life. Like I ain't for everybody. You know, I remember in high school I had a friend, Ski, we called him Skis, and he was a guy kind of guy that was for everybody. And I remember looking at me like, why am I not more like you? Why am I not for everybody? And the reason why is that I just I'm not a go along to get along kind of guy.
Yeah.
Is the reason why. If some shit's going down that I don't like, I'm not gonna, go along with it. I'm gonna say I don't like this shit. This is stupid, And
Like
I can't be not that way,
like
you
people
know.
making fun of Tiny.
Yeah, I can't sit silently and listen to you call my guy a scumbag. I can't sit silently. That's ridiculous. So I got to fight you or go. One of the two.
But yeah, I can understand that. It's because like I said, I'm just now getting into the reels of Instagram because I do a ton of shorts. I do 2 shorts a day on YouTube, so I'm trying to transition that over to Instagram. So most of the time, like when my shorts doesn't do well on YouTube, I port them over to Instagram and see how they do there.
Man, for the overall, they do better on Instagram, but
Hmm.
when one does hit on YouTube, it hits way bigger
Yeah,
than it does.
yeah. Because I'm doing well on my shorts on YouTube. Like I said, I just started the reels, and I'm getting like around on Instagram. I'm getting like around, I want to say 75 to 100 views, whereas
See,
on
I,
YouTube I'm
ju-
getting like hundreds.
on Instagram, I don't judge it by views. I judge it by likes. If I got if I got 80 likes, then it was kind of good. If I got 100, then it was good. But anything
Nice.
less than 80 likes, it was kind of a dud. And most of my stuff's been a dud lately. But
Mhm.
I think I've been seeing stuff saying where everybody overall their numbers are down. They changed the algorithm or something, and so
It's very possible.
my numbers are definitely down. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's because I suck now or because of algorithm, but they're definitely down.
yeah,
But I don't trip, because the thing about it is you just do it for who's there. You do it
yeah,
for the people that's watching.
yeah.
Oh, Bleeker, calm down, calm down. It's all good, buddy. It's all
I had to
good.
mess with Bleeker.
I'm just talking
He had a
shit.
good 10-1-1 today. So
And Bleeker, I can't, and honestly, I can't. Um, how do I say this? I can't go up against Biggie. I can't. It's not a good idea for me to
mhm.
go up against him.
No.
So I'm just always going to pass on that. I'm trying to keep things nice and kosher and happy.
Same here, K-pop.
I do. I do care about the likes because the likes, like not everything I do is good, and the likes are how I measure what's kind of good, what's kind of shitty. I mean, it's just how I measure what I'm doing because I don't want to. I'm not trying to do things that people aren't interested in, things that aren't like I'm not trying to make a meme that's not funny, even
Yeah.
if I think it's because I make a lot of memes that I think is funny, but they're not really funny. And that's why I share them with my group to be like, "Hey guys, is this funny?" And most of the times it's not funny, and I don't ever share it.
Yeah.
What up, Kyle? So
Uh,
yeah, I res- I respect the people who aren't worried about likes and who are just doing it for fun. But I'm doing this for fun. But the likes are a measure of how well I'm doing. Because one of the things, like the whole driver of this channel was it all started with that. It's like I made a video for Comic Tom's mail call because like if you could potentially win some prize for doing it. And so that was the entire purpose of me doing it was to try and win the prize. But after I got done making the video and I watched it, I was like, holy, because I've been watching YouTube for a while and I watched my own video. I was like, this is trash. This is crazy trash. I would never watch this. And I got a bug in me wondering, could I get to where it's not trash? Could I make it not trash? And that was the whole thing. So the likes and the views are always a measure of is it trash or not. So yeah, I definitely pay attention.
So I did find it what I was looking for. It was some beef between uh, Magnets Media and
Magnets Media, never heard of them.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them as well. I just so the YouTuber I was watching was Penguins, and he was talking about this beef, and this actually was published last week, and he was talking about it how one content creator claimed other content creators steal their video, bits and pieces of their video, and he hit them with like 3 copyright strikes. And the person that got hit with the copyright strikes has already got a letter from YouTube saying they about to cancel his channel.
So this isn't comic book stuff. This is other people.
This is other people. This is outside of comics. Yeah.
I just stopped caring. I thought this was comic book.
Well, I'm pretty sure it happens in the comic book industry as well.
Yeah, well, these people, I don't care about business and money. Get out of here. I don't have either one of those things.
Yeah. Like, well, you got money because you got money. You could buy comic books.
No, that's why I don't have money, because I spend it all on comic books and other stupid shit. That's like, seriously, most of my paycheck goes to my wife because I'm irresponsible.
Yeah, I've been trying to convince my fiance to let me have a sugar mama with no sugar to help support my comic book habits, but she kept telling me no.
It ain't working out, bro. He is not in.
Not budging. I say it's no sugar, just the mama part.
What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? Thanks for jumping on.
No problem. I just got done with my ice cream.
Yeah? How did that go?
Not too bad. I have like 5 likes.
Hey, that's better. That's better than no likes, right? You do it for the people who are there. That's one thing I tell myself is like, maybe I'm not getting thousands of views, but I am getting views. I'm going to do it for the people that are watching,
I'm not trying to be like a big shot YouTuber.
Just doing it for fun.
Do it for fun. Like, just we'll talk about what I like, what DC shows I like, without trying to give the show away.
All right. Chris is being a little too hostile in my chat to not come on. Yeah, a little too hostile. Thanks, John. I hear you guys and I appreciate you guys, but I'm honestly, and I think about this too, because I've been seeing I've like on Instagram, I've been really interested in these like podcast reels where like they say some crazy shit and there's some music on and it's like, this is what's important in life, or I've been really into the ones that are like, this is all a simulation and blah, blah, I've really been like, I don't believe in that stuff, but I've been interested in just thinking about it. And so
it's outside the box.
Yeah. I've really started thinking outside the box. But one of the things that I've been seeing is like this idea that like, you don't want to be negative to yourself because you're putting negative energy out there. And I used to be someone who would never believe in this idea of energy and stuff, but I kind of do believe in it. Like what you put off, like that shit does matter, and it does give off vibes and energy.
Yes.
And I am someone who is like I'm really like blunt and straightforward with people, and I can be really cutting, but I'm 1,000 times more blunt and cutting with myself, like 1,000 times. And I'm really hard on myself too. And I think about it like, am I too hard on myself sometimes? But I honestly feel like I have to be that way because it's a check on myself. Like, and I feel like I've got to be like, I have this ego in me that has to be checked. And so that's like, I'm thinking like, do I want to stop being so rude to myself? And I'm like, no, because I am an egotistical asshole. And I need to remind myself of the gap between how smart I think I am and how dumb I think, I really am. I mean, and it is a crazy gap. I'm pretty smart, but I think I'm way smarter than I am. And I know this. And so that's why I'm really hard on myself, I think, is it's a way of being like, You think way too highly of yourself, sir. I'm not one of these people. Like I have a friend who like that, who's like really hard on themselves, and I think they're genuinely hard on themselves, and like they really, beat themselves up. And like I'm hard on myself, but I'm not beating myself up. It's just a way of tamping down this ego of mine. It really
Yeah.
is, because I have a raging ego. It's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I use it. I use that similar just to keep myself humble, so that I don't think that I'm top tier and everything. Because I got like with me being a comic book artist, I would I know there's other artists out there that's way better than me, and I would let myself know that because it will help me grow and actually help develop me to be a better artist. And if I sit up there and I keep thinking I'm the top dog, there's no growth in that. So
Mhm.
what I do is
Exactly.
I beat
Yeah.
myself down and said I don't like somebody will look at my artwork and I think it's trash, but they say, "Oh, that's amazing." I said, "No, no," because I can see all the imperfect um, um, art in it. You know what I mean? Like, not. I'm pretty sure other artists like K-pop can attest to this. Is like when you draw something, you see all your anything that's imperfect that you messed up on. You messed up on it,
Mhm.
but
And that's
somebody
all you could look
outside,
at.
yeah, outside of that, somebody would look at that and I'm like, no, it looks good. It looks great. You're like, nah. I would literally have a full form art a drawing out and I can still see all the imperfections. I will garbage it up and throw it away.
I might make a reel out of this one, John, and tag both of them. Make sure they see that one.
I agree, K-pop.
Yeah. But I think there is a line. I mean, like I have a friend like that who's hard on himself, like I am, but like he really believed. Like I'll be really hard on myself, but I still think I'm the shit. Like I always think I'm the shit,
You,
regardless.
you're
Whereas
your own hype man.
yeah, but he's not that way. Like he really will think differently about himself as a result of it. So there is a line. Like you don't want to be like my friend Quee, who is like just ridiculously self-deprecating. You don't want to be like that. But
Mm.
it is like I think one thing you said that is important is like if you're just feeling yourself and smelling your own shit, you're probably not getting better.
No.
It's like when John Jones was doing coke on the
Mm.
weekends before fighting in a heavyweight or a light heavyweight fight. He wasn't taking it seriously because he didn't feel
Mm.
like he needed to, and he wasn't getting better. But then Alexander Gustafsson showed him, hey, it ain't gonna work. And look at him now; he's a heavyweight champ of the world. I think that fight changed him for sure.
Exactly. Same thing like with Kobe Bryant, RIP. He was like that. He still continuously, even though he's at the top of his game, he would still go to practice like he's the 12th man on the bench trying to make the team. And that's what you have to do sometimes. You have
That's
to,
how the greats. That's how the
yeah,
obsessed greats do it. I'm
yeah,
not one of those people. I'm not an
yeah.
obsessed great. I ain't built like
But you're
that.
still great though. You might not be obsessed, but you're
Well,
still great.
I'm talking about like Michael Jordan upset or Kobe Bryant,
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
obsessed great. The people who are at that level, that's what
mhm,
they are. They're obsessed
yeah,
great. They're that great because they're naturally talented, but they're also absolutely obsessed with getting more talented.
yeah. Getting better than what they originally were.
And that's what it is for me when I look at my channel and I look at my video and I see, I worked pretty hard on that, but it only got 30 views. Okay. All right. Back to the drawing board.
Same.
Didn't quite work out. How can I make it better?
Mhm.
And that's it's been that way from the beginning. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. But you should probably do some lives, man. It's easy way to get some views, get to hang
yeah.
out, get
Oh
some
yeah.
watch time hours.
I'm planning on trying to do some live soon. I'm just waiting for a few special occasions.
It's
Um,
my favorite thing by far. It's my favorite
yeah,
thing.
because I would love, and this might sound crazy, because you're part of that comic book corner 2.0 as well, correct?
Oh yeah, I just
Yeah.
rejoined Facebook, so yes, I'm back in there. Yeah.
Okay. So guys like me, you, Trev, Scotty, I would love to do Dirts. I would love to do like a live thanking Mike Spider Slayer. Because like I said, he allowed I literally went to him last year and not last this year when I first started my YouTube channel, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, I know this is your group, but can I get your blessing to put my YouTube link on a post in
Oh
your
yeah,
group?"
people share all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah,
he's like, "Yeah, sure, yeah, go ahead, do that." And I want to be there to thank him because he brought me, you know, he brought me into this community, knowing you guys,
that's how I
like,
met Scotty. That's
yeah,
definitely
that's
how I
how I
met
met
Scotty.
Scotty. I met
I think that's
Scotty,
how I
Kurtz,
met Cali
Trav.
Comics. I met Cali Comics that way too. I think.
Yeah, I really believe that. I'm not trying to put Mike Spider Slayer on like a type of pedestal. I just want to thank the
He's got
man.
a he's got a great channel, man.
Yeah,
I don't watch
only
it as
thank
much
him.
as I used to. I probably should watch it because he's got
Yeah,
great production on his channel, man.
absolutely.
When I was really trying to get better at editing, I used to watch his a lot because he's really good at editing.
I'm still learning video editing. I'm right now I'm just doing audio editing, so I'm trying to get my video editing up so that my shorts and my videos could pop.
That's what it's about, man. Making it just getting better so we can get more eyeballs in this thing, man. That's what
Hmm.
I'm about, man. I'm all
Hmm.
for it. What about you? You got anything you're working on new at your channel, Kyle?
Not really working.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. That's what they
Right.
say. I think of the summers of the past, adjust the bass and let the alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run a rhyme and put your car on cruise and lay back because it's summertime. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah, I could start listening to it next month. I'm weird like that. Like certain songs I
Really?
don't listen. Certain songs I don't listen to until like Montel Jordan. I
I
don't listen
can't.
to
This
that
is
till
how we
Friday
do it.
night. Yeah, I don't listen to that
Uh,
until Friday. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Every first of the month, I listen to that song.
you got OCD, is what you're telling me.
I do. To a certain extent, yeah.
I love Home Base, man. That's what him and DJ Jazzy Jeff. That was one of my favorite albums. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
This Boy Is Smooth. I love that album. It's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true, man. I've really like I watch some recorded content, but yeah, I'm really more about the lives than anything. And I think a lot about what is the appeal of the live, and it is
The interaction.
what I've always wanted. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I started collecting in junior high and then freshman year and early of high school. And I had friends that I hung out with and we played outside. We played basketball every day, but not a single one of them were into comic books. Not a single fucking one. And so I never, even though I was geeked and I would get Wizard and get excited and
Mhm.
any chance I got, I would go buy some quarter comics, but I never got to share that with anybody. It was always this solo thing. And so when I got online during the pandemic to look up my books from the 90s and I was like, are these worth anything? And no, they're not worth anything. But through the process of finding that out, I found this crazy community on YouTube
Mhm.
of people getting together and talking about comics and being excited about comics. And it was like, I didn't know, like, I never had anything like that. It was never a thing where I was like, I think comics are cool. You think comics are cool. We're both comic book nerds. I just never had that at all. Nothing even close to it. And that's the best thing about it. And that's what the lives are about is I think, some of us have friends around us that collect comic books, but as you get older and you have your family and you have less time to go to parties and things, this is our way to party while still
Mhm.
raising our kids. I can jump in my man cave, get online and kick it and drink a beer with the homies and just go to bed without the hassles going to somebody's house or anything like that. It's just a new way to do this thing in a convenient way that still allows me to easily run my life that I have to, because we all have these lives that we have to run. So I
Do you
love
think
it,
the
man.
Do you think the pandemic has something to do with that as well? As far as like
Oh
we,
yeah.
we couldn't go to parties and things of that
Yeah.
nature, and then lives started to really blow up around during
See,
that time.
that would be a question for Chris, Chaos and Comics, because he was around before the pandemic, whereas I wasn't. But I am curious, did lives really, because I feel like lives, even in the time that I've been in here, lives have become way more of a thing
Yeah,
than they
yeah.
were. But I'm curious, did they become more of a thing as a result of the pandemic? Because we all got more virtual during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to I haven't, I've been to my office like 3 times since the pandemic. I used to go there every fucking day, and now I never go there ever.
I think mine's the same amount. I literally got an email from somebody in my office because they're getting rid of everything on everybody's desks because they're moving. So I already got all my stuff, all my Funko Pops. When the pandemic hit, I made sure I went up there and got all my stuff because I didn't know when we was going to get back. And I've been working from home since March of 2020.
Same. March of 2020 is when I started working from home,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't go back, man. I swear,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't, my job's not going to do it. But if my job ever did do it, they would lose a bunch of us. They would absolutely lose me.
Yeah, I just love the fact that on my lunch break I could just go in my own kitchen, fix me some big
Yep.
meal, and I can
Yep.
sit down and eat it in the office, or if I want, go take a shower. I've never had a job that I was able to go take a shower midday during my lunch break.
Yeah. Yeah, Nora, and I wasn't saying that there weren't lies before it. I was just wondering if it was more prolific, if there were way more. Not that there were no lives and there were a bunch of lies, but were there some lives and then boom, there were a bunch of lives. But yeah, sounds like Noran can tell us that.
Side note, Norton, Journals was one of the people I used to watch a ton of.
I like Journos, man.
Yeah.
I like to poke him too sometimes. I made a meme about him a while back that I thought was hilarious. It was back when he got into it. Keep it thorough.
Oh.
Keep it. Oh, well, first BLC, what up, my dude? Good to see you, my guy. Thanks for coming through. Let me put the link in the chat one more time, just in case anybody wants to jump in here. But who are we talking about? I got distracted.
Journals.
BLC. Oh yeah. So you got Keep It Thorough called him a clout chaser. And Journos was hurt, dog. He was hurt.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, why would you care this? And we even talked about it because I made the meme about him and and of course he messaged me because that's how he is.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. I was like, bro, I wish I could help you not care as much as I don't care. Because I don't care about any of this. This is all funny to me. And someone came to my channel and I missed it. I'm so sad that I missed it because they came like a month ago. And I was going through, like last week, I was going through my channel cleaning up some stuff. And I noticed this comment on my Planet Comic-Con video. And it made me so fucking happy. I shared it on Instagram and I was just so excited about it. And honestly, in the process of all that, I had this moment of self-awareness where I was like, man, I really am an attention whore. I'm way too excited. I am way too excited about this shit. I am clearly an attention whore. But let me find this comment because I thought it was hilarious. Hold on here. I was so excited. If you guys want to post more comments like this, I would love it. Like if Keep It Thorough called me a cloud chaser, I would fucking love it. It would make me so happy because I love that shit. That shit's hilarious to me. Well, okay, here it is. You're the lowest form of clout chaser in existence. Your channel barely gets views, and your other socials are hardly working either. You constantly post about drama, but claim to be about spreading, quote, love and positivity, unquote. You're a giant piece of shit. I'd love to see if you talk as much shit in person as you do online. Can confirm I do. I bet you shut up real quick and wouldn't say a word. The loudest people are typically the first ones to run away. And the best part of this comment is he says, I'd love to see if you talk as much shit in person. I bet you wouldn't. As he posts as anonymous.
Oh no.
He's posting as anonymous, dude. I was laughing. I loved this. This was the best thing. This is my most favorite comment ever on my channel. I can't love it enough. And I am truly an attention whore. I realized that I was like, man, I'm an attention whore because I am so excited about this.
What was your response?
I said I would never mess with anyone so brave as to post as anonymous. Scared of you. Thanks for coming through, you badass. Because I do. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Bring it. Bring it in. Talk your shit. I will love it. And if it's funny, I will laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know? Shit. I can laugh at myself. I mean, shit, I made a video of me with no clothes on. You know I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit.
I mean,
And
you did
that's
shave
the
your beard one time too, so
that weirded you out. Yeah, I might have to
that
shave it again just
that
for shit.
really weirded me out. I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah, I just I was thinking about this too. It was like whenever I met my wife and I built this relationship with her and I started this family, other people just started mattering way less,
Yeah, absolutely.
and what other people think. Like
Mhm.
this person thinks I'm a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck what this person thinks I am. Which is always funny when people like talk about Comic Tom or Jim Mint and they have this attitude like Jim Mint should give a fuck what they think or Comic Tom should give a fuck
No,
what they think. And
no,
I just think, man, I'm over here with 671 subs not giving a fuck what you think. Imagine if I had 50,000. I would really not give a fuck what you thought.
exactly.
I would not give a shit. What up, Dracula? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for coming through. We might be wrapping this down unless somebody's going to get in here and jump this up here. We'll just put it one more time. Scotty Vaughn, thanks for jumping in for the first time he was on my channel, man. That was cool, even though it didn't last long. And Marcus.
Yeah, Norn Rad. I don't.
What up, brother Joe? Good to see you.
Are you talking about the Spider-Man leak? If that's the case, I don't know if I want to.
I don't know
I,
what you're talking about.
I don't like to be spoiled.
I don't give a shit.
It's basically fun. I think it got leaked, saying the person that's going to die in the comic books.
Oh, you're talking about Captain Marvel?
No, Spider-Man.
Yeah, in Captain.
In Friend. I think it's a book called Friend Something.
I saw they're
Friend
gonna
to a
kill
Friend.
Captain Marvel, but this must be something different.
Oh, I'm okay with that. I got it right here. It's not coming out for a while though. I think next month, maybe, or it's in July. I gotta look it up. I'm on one of the greatest websites ever, League of Comic Geeks.
That is, I use that site extensively, man.
Oh,
And every week when I go into my comic shop, I pull up my pull list on that thing to make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
I do that every single time. And I love the fact that you could put in your pull list here and you could put in the percentage of your discount and your
really
state taxes. So you know exactly how much money you're spending.
And I am jealous of the people who have this site linked into their LCS because that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Your pull list here is your pull list with your LCS. That would be so crazy dope.
Yes. Like the two main apps I use is League of Comic Geeks and this CLZ.
And Key Collect. You got to have the app.
I don't know. I don't. Because
you don't have it?
That goes into speculation. I don't pay attention to spec.
It's new. It goes into news. Like you can be aware of the news and not speculate.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me. I just want to be aware of what's going on.
Does anyone does the news? I have no idea, Scotty. Oh, it's supposed to be Miss Marvel, not Captain Marvel. Oh.
I do have She-Hulk 13 coming out tomorrow. Yes. I've been enjoying that book. Not a lot going on in that book, but I've really been having fun with it.
I've never actively collected
She-Hulk. Yeah, it's my first She-Hulk book, but I'm glad that I picked this one up. I'm really enjoying it.
Bleeker, are you talking about? Were we talking about the League of Comic Geeks?
I think that's what he would.
League of Comic Geeks.com. I love that. I'm on that site right now. I use it. I'm just like Marcus here. Like when I go to my LCS, I get all my books in my hand, go to a desk, and then take that app out. Just make sure I got all my books that I had in my pull list. Because sometimes there's some books that's not in my pull list, but they're on the shelf. They're extras, so I want to grab them and make sure, I have them. So
No, it looks like Comic Book Corner 2.0 is talking about Marvel reveals their big death. I think it is. Is it the Captain Marvel death? Is it the same one?
Is it? Well,
it has to be a different
Miss Marvel, not
Oh yeah, Miss Marvel.
Yeah. No, they're talking about ASM 26.
Hey, what up, Drake? Good to see you, homie. Thanks for jumping
how's
on.
it going?
You got any opinions? Is comic book speculation dead? That's what we started with.
Yeah.
Oh, is it dead?
Is it dead for you? Is it dead for everyone?
I mean, I've never been big into speculation to begin with, so for me, it was already kind of dead. Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, that's something that's never gonna go away. You're always gonna have speculators.
I wish it was smarter.
It's definite. I would say that it has, at least from what I see, it's definitely cooled off. You know, over the course of the past year, definitely.
Yeah, well, because the movies have been slapping.
That's it. Right. Yeah.
I know people are excited about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Even just a lot fewer of the like hot FOMO books. You see less and less of those, which is a good thing, I think. But you're still getting people buying, you know, the hot books that they probably shouldn't be, but whatever.
I really think that the speculation is going to come back hard once the X-Men and Fantastic Four movies come out.
Mm-hmm.
Are they actually coming out? I guess they will eventually.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Have you guys seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And shit, what up, BLC? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
What's up?
Is comic book spec dead for you?
Well, I'm not a spec guy. I just collect what I like, read what I like. You know, that's me. I'm old school. You know, I just, buy what I like. You know, spec, if it's in there, it's in there. You know, when I get the story, you know. But I don't go out. You know, that's not my main concern. No.
Yeah, it was never my main concern, but like I did like to play the game a little bit. Kyle, is comic book spec dead for you?
Hi.
Is comic book spec dead for you? Are you a comic book specker?
No.
No, not really. I know it. Yeah. There's an acetate shortage. That's why.
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh man, bring it, man. That was fun because I had so many things to meme. There was so many angles. Drama. I need something else, guys. Jeez.
You know something's coming along down the line.
Yeah.
Man, bring it. Can somebody call Journos the Cloud Chaser for me?
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna do that. That dude is too cool to me.
I like Journos too. I actually do like him. He takes himself a little too seriously sometimes, but I do like him.
Yeah. He responds to some of my messages I sent him, so he's a cool guy. He was in the chat. He was in the chat on Gary B's 10-1-1.
When you were on there?
No, tonight when Bleecker was on there.
No shit, I've never seen him in there. That's cool.
Yeah, that was my first time. I was like, oh, okay, hey.
I was in there. I missed him. Huh? I was in there. I must have missed it. I came in.
Yeah, you know, shit's been quiet when you don't see Thoro doing 8-hour streams every night.
Has he not been? I have not been.
I don't. I'll catch him every once in a while, but it's not like it was, a while ago. He was going hard. He was going hard.
Well, I tell you what, though, when Acetate Gate first happened, his chat was so fun. That shit was so fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the fuck out of that shit. That was so fun. People were lit. It was clowns everywhere. I was clowning.
I tried to get a comment in there, and it was like so busy, so packed, or whatever. I had to do my own video of that interview. I did my interview of the interview, and
which interview was it?
It was my opinion, what I thought, what I think the interview came out as from her answers. And so it's my opinion, my thoughts.
Oh, so is it when he had Nerdy Girl?
Yeah. I
like
was
it,
trying
so.
to ask her one question, is because she kept saying that she's not a collector. It's like business for her now. She's
Oh,
not a
it's very
collector.
much,
Most of
very
us
much
are
a business.
collectors first. We sell our books, but it could reinvest back into buying books. It's not a business for us. We're collectors first. So my question would have been to her, says if she would have been, one of those people walking by and she was online like we would be, how would she would feel, seeing what would happen? And I want to see what her answer would have been.
Yeah.
I'm
What up,
interested.
Mark?
I'm
What are we
interested in
talking
Mark's
about? We
answer.
shitting on somebody?
I'm interested in Mark's answer to the question. I really am.
I was just wishing that we could get some beef going. Like if someone could call Journos a clout chaser or something, that would be great. But we've been asking, is comic book speculation dead? I know it's dead for you. It's never even.
Oh, are you saying is it dead or is it dead for me? Because it's not
for,
even
for
dead.
us. It's never dead.
For me. Yeah, it's not even dead for me
yeah.
because you got to think I'm a one-way collector, but speculation matters because I'm buying books. It doesn't just matter if you're selling them. Like what I pay for books matters. So I look at what's coming in. I time out when I'm buying what, you know what I mean? I try to hurry and get something before I think it's gonna explode.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't play that game anymore.
But you're doing that for books that you want.
Yeah, I'm PCing the shit out of books, and I'm not trying to.
Same.
It's like I was after Brave and the Bold 28, like hardcore, and the fucking time that I said it out loud on the video, that book exploded and started running, and I'm like, I'm not buying it anytime soon. Then I have no interest in buying a book at a peak.
Yeah, well, that's how you play the game. That's a vet right there. That's
you mentioned the book I'm steering clear of tomorrow, so I'm not touching Brave and the Bold tomorrow. Sorry.
Oh, I was talking about the first appearance of the Justice League, not Brave and the, but that Brave and the Bold, man. It was I suggest just reading it digital, just the Tom King story in the front with Mitch Gerard's. That was fire. It takes place during Batman Year One.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the Joker Batman origin thing. Yeah.
Yo, it was creepy.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Shit.
When did you get those hats, man? I like that hat.
I haven't been marketing. I mentioned it today. Like I ordered this as a test run to see if the shipping's caught up because I noticed that my store was shipping slow, and I reached out to my store and they said that they opened a second fulfillment facility making orders, so they're trying to get their logistics down and they're allocating orders here and there and it's slowing everything down for a lot of people. And so I keep ordering samples, just testing the speed of my shop so that I can actually market my shop again. Because I don't like telling people to check it out if they're not gonna. I know they're gonna have a good experience.
Right. Yeah.
That is a nice hat, by the way.
Thank you.
I was looking for one of those when I bought my shirt, man. So I'll be back for that. That looks dope.
Did you buy the shirt with you on it?
No, I'm not going to buy my own shirt.
Not Marcus.
No,
let me go for your ego.
Not going to do that. Yeah, my ego is plenty high. I don't need to do that.
I just shouted you. I just got done recording a video right before I hopped on over here, and I just got done shouting you out.
Oh, really?
I did. I said that I'm not. I said that I'm not a big James Tynion IV fan. I let Marcus pick up my slack.
Right. I am a stan. We were talking about that earlier. Biggie was on Bleeker's channel calling Tynion a scumbag.
Yeah, so I like Department of Truth. I like Nice House, and he's just hit or miss with titles. I think his Batman run was shit. You're gonna hate this, but something is killing the children. Is terrible. I know some.
I did not. Yeah, I did not like his Batman run.
I know a lot of people love something that's killing the children. I
do.
Think it's one of the worst paced books out there for me.
It's a great book, but I didn't like Batman though. I didn't really like.
I like Batman. I like his run on Batman.
His run on Batman was the definition of a dumpster fire.
I wouldn't go that far, but it wasn't that good.
I'll be happy to back that statement up anytime.
Yeah, well, I am well aware that your opinions are facts, my friend.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't say bad for me when it came to Batman. I said bad for me for something that's killing the children.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all good. Beckerman's the same way. I don't give a shit. And there's a lot of people, and I don't think you guys are that way, but I do feel like there's a certain section of people who it's part of their personal identification that they don't like something is killing the children. It's like,
I think they hate it because people like it. It's kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas and Vader Zim. I remember growing up liking Nightmare Before Christmas, and people didn't know about that shit for there's like a decade gap between it coming out and then it being in Hot Topic. You know what I mean? Same thing with like
Right.
Invader Zim.
Yeah.
I remember like, when the fuck did Invader Zim get popular? Why is it in Hot Topic? Why are these kids walking around with it? I think it's the same thing. Like that shit popped, and now people are like, oh, I got to be fucking cool and not like it.
The thing I respected his honesty, but that's exactly what Promiscuous Time Traveler said on your channel. He said he liked it, and then everybody else started liking it, and I was like, "That's the most hipster shit." You are exactly.
But Kyle admits he's hipster. Kyle,
I respect it.
Kyle's honest.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah, I love Kyle for his honesty and other things. His soft hands. That's another one.
Doran, if you like Miracle Molly, check out my channel or check out my Instagram and buy my slab.
I would love for you to tell us what you like about Miracle Molly. That would be a good follow-up comment.
I would pass on that, Norin. You never want that fight with Mark. That's a pass. Yeah. Number one, Speedball.
Yeah, that's 182.
Mark, you'll be happy to know I'm looking at my pull list. I have 19 books, and 8 of them are DC.
This is
so just want to let you know. So
Chris has been on one.
Here's my thing. I was like this with DC. I was like this with DC when New 52 hits. I want to get all the books so I could try them out and see which one I like. So I'm doing the same thing with the Dawn of DC. So I'm getting Cyborg. I'm getting Titans. You know,
Brave and the Bold.
Brave and the No. I'm not paying $7.99.
I'm not either. Yeah, I'm not either.
Story, you know. You got me hipped on Superboy, so I'm getting that. I'm getting issue 2. Superman, good. You know,
fire. You read?
I still got my issue number 1, the Parasite, the Parasite cover. So. Yeah, I make sure
that Jamal Campbell interiors are at god tier.
Yeah, he's up there with Dan Mora. Like those two
I like him.
Favorite artists right now.
I like him. And Dan Mora is also Jorge Jimenez. Then Dan Mora, I think, is a close.
Jorge's best work has been in
Jimenez. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Still haven't read that.
The pacing of it lends to his style. Because like I don't know how to explain it, but like I'm a big guy. Like a book has to flow. Like, and that's where Something Is Killing the Children fucks me up because it has the worst layout. If they would do those simple little editorial arrows, like when they decide to do like one of those kind of like wild.
They do that all the time. They still do that shit too.
Like it makes no sense.
Do you have the same feeling about House of Slaughter as well?
Dude, does anyone still read that?
I am 5 issues behind. But no, I don't remember it in House of Slaughter though.
Well, do you need a receipt, Bizzle, for the charity work you're doing?
I like it. Like the first art was bad.
I like the first arc, but I'm a mark for this shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But the latest arc I'm digging. So like I'm really collecting a lot more. Like in 2021, that's when I really started collecting independent books. So. Like even book I'm going to mention, Mark, Little Monsters is one of the most fire books.
It's so good.
I've been reading.
It's really good.
Jeff Lemire.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Jeff Lemire is one of my favorites. I haven't given him for Primordial yet, though.
That one. That started off fun, but then it didn't go anywhere.
I liked Primordial, but it's largely because of the artwork. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Sorrentino, so
I'm 5 issues behind Beckerman. Hate that guy. It was all right. There we go. All right. Talk your shit, motherfucker.
I don't have any shit to talk. Man, you got me on really quick here. Jeez, you just clicked the button as I clicked the button.
Hey, I'm ready to go, bro.
It's like when you pick the phone up while someone's calling you on accident.
Say that. Say that shit to my face, Chris.
Yeah, I felt like I had at least a second to pick my nose or something. Thank God I didn't.
Is comic book spec dead, Chris?
I don't know, dude. I've been this conversation talking that question's dead. I've been doing that for 5 years. Every like 6 months, I'm on someone's YouTube channel since like 2017 or 18. being asked if comic book spec is dead. No, it's
You're
not.
asking a bunch of hardcore readers if comic spec is dead. This is the worst panel ever for this.
I know it is.
Pretty much.
Well, I've just become like this is
I'm
where
like,
I'm
that
at
book
now.
is specking. I'll just read it digitally for free.
I've realized that I need to read more digital too. Is another thing I'm thinking.
Yeah, I saw your post today, Mark. Yeah, because I've been reading a lot digitally lately, and I don't mind it. I mean, I still prefer a physical copy, but when it's stuff, when there's something I want to read, I don't want to go out and buy all the issues or the trade. I'll just digitally. It's fine.
It is fine.
You definitely get used to it.
Well, I can't pull out a comic book at work, so I got to read my phone.
Understandable.
And I touched on that on the video that comes out tomorrow too. I kind of revisited that to ask kind of the YouTube audience again, because I read digitally enough, but it's never new stuff. Like I went, because I have the DCU app and I read like back issues on it. Like when I first got that app, I read all 97 issues of Convergence nonstop without reading anything else. So I did that. And that was a great excuse. Well, I spent 2 weeks doing it. And I will not apologize. I enjoyed Convergence. I said it today on the stream, I think.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it. It was nothing but a fan service thing, and a farewell to Earth too.
Yeah, I read Convergence. I only read the main title though. I didn't get the tie-ins.
Quitter.
Hey, I learned my lesson because with Fear Itself, with the Thor story, I got every single tie-in.
Worth it.
Over 150 books, and I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah, but this was also like Fear Itself was the same way. This was a year-long initiative, and they tried to do it back to back. They did like Convergence and tried to do like, what was it, Future's End, and that one just didn't. People are like, no, not again. They kind of just overextended themselves. But the Dawn of DC stuff is a year-long thing.
What were the B covers?
What it was a close-up of someone's face.
And it was
half
color, right? Half color.
Yellow. The left side was solid yellow, and it faded to just a close-up of someone's face, and they all matched, just a different character's face.
That's where John King came from, correct?
Yeah, Convergent Superman issue number 2.
Yeah.
Boom. Locked in the
slab somewhere over here.
Fear Itself. I'm not familiar with that one.
It's all these Thor weapons, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's more Thor weapons.
Was it like Thor's uncle or something like that?
Uncle Holy Thor?
Shit.
Thor's uncle. Odin's brother. I think that's what the story. And the daughter of Red Skull. Oh, Future State was amazing.
Future State was, and I talked about that today as well. Future State was like, people wondered why they took a time out from comics to do 2 months of just a potential future. Mm-hmm. And there was reasons behind the scene for it. Dan DiDio leaving, they canceled the 5G event, and this was what they had worked on up until that point. They had to put something out, or there'd be a gap. But what they did was they had to slim down their staff, and they had newer writers and artists coming in trying to prove their name and get work beyond this event. So they put their fucking foot in those stories, and they were damn good. Like everyone went into that talking shit, and the people that actually read them, like, yeah, this was actually pretty good, and some of them were fucking amazing.
Dark Detective,
Fire,
House of L,
Robin Eternal.
Oh,
I can't remember which ones I read, but I liked some. There were definitely some I was.
Supergirl was a stinker. I'm not
too.
Lie.
I didn't collect it.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
Yeah, I stayed away from Supergirl.
Green Lantern was a stinker. That's when they started the weird John Stewart line that we're kind of wrapping up and about to work backwards to get away from now.
I have a problem with the Green Lantern one.
You didn't look at the art in it?
What? Yeah.
Like, I just don't think we should have an ongoing Green Lantern without a central battery or a fucking ring. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've never been into Green Lantern, but the new Green Lantern that James Gunn is doing, I might be most excited about that one. With the True Detective one, it sounds super dope.
Green Lantern is the reason why I started collecting DC during the Blackest Night event.
Man, when you go, I didn't know that people actually collected Green Lantern, because when I go into the shops, there's any Green Lantern you want, there's any Justice League you want, it's just packed in every vintage stock you go to.
I need to go to your LC.
Well, I think Comic Fu owns Probably almost every Green Lantern book now that exists.
Paul Cook
He's
as
got
well.
them all.
Another one
Yeah.
is Mint Hunter. He got like 9/8.
Mhm.
A lot of Green Lantern books. Oh yeah, Crime Syndicate. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Crime Syndicate was weird as fuck. It was kind of like a lead in with the what was it, the Suicide Squad shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Crime Syndicate.
Yeah.
All right, so what else, fellas?
What
do you got
is
going on here? Go ahead,
what is some of the books that y'all are waiting for tomorrow? See, my LCS, all the DC books, we don't get them until Wednesday, so I'm not fortunate enough to get them on Tuesdays.
Oh, that's whack.
Yeah.
I wasn't this Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm excited about Titans.
I am too.
Titans was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Really
Good to hear. I'm not really up on. I actually everything I know about Titans I know from Teen Titans Go and my kids watching it.
Perfect.
That's pretty much everything I
No,
know.
in all sincerity, that's more than you need to know starting this title.
Well, I've been reading Nightwing, so I'm excited. That's why I'm reading this one is because Nightwing. I love Dick, man.
Exactly.
I seriously love some Dick.
I got Avengers. I want to see what Avengers #1 is going to be like. I'm always going to get the first issue. It's not part of my pull list.
Which one? Vigil?
No, Avengers.
Avengers.
Oh,
I'm gonna get it because of Jed McKay. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Of him.
I'm not touching the Vigil. The Vigil. I'm not touching.
It's free to if you have the DC app for reading. It got put on there today. It's available. Same. They did that with Stargirl. Like it same day it's released in stores. It's released on there. They always have like a book or two that they do that with.
I don't know why, but I put Vigil on my list. I don't know why I did, but I did. Is Rom V writing it? I think that's
Yeah, that's how you put it on because Ron B's writing it.
Yeah, that's
But
exactly.
he said on Twitter recently that he's stopping a bunch of books because he's doing something outside of comics. Yeah,
Hopefully he stops the Vigil.
and then the Vigil will see. Did you read it? It was not good. You didn't like it?
No, I read the synopsis for it, and it was literally the synopsis for the story in the Lazarus Planet story that they first appeared in. Like they're rushing a cargo ship and shutting down the advanced tech weapons that are on it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
You know,
I mean that sounds cool enough to me.
Well,
But,
no, we just did it. They don't need. I don't feel they need their own book. Like they exist in Detective Comics already. So why not give us like the way that Ron B's doing Detective? I'm assuming you're reading it. It's how Philip Kennedy Johnson did Action. It's a long saga. It's not just a story arc. Numerous times we've had these like 6-page length flashbacks giving context to what's happening from thousands of years ago and stuff. Like they can easily do that with Vigil.
You know what the Vigil
Well, I don't
reminds
know.
me
I
of?
don't know why that wouldn't. I'm still not convinced why it wouldn't work. I mean, I don't know that it will work, but I mean, I don't see why him being able to expand that idea wouldn't work.
I know what happened.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Vigil reminds me of this one 5-issue miniseries that Marvel did called The Union. I bought it. It was one of the most regrettable purchases I made.
In black, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be. So it was supposed to happen for Empire. That event Empire, and then it got delayed because of the pandemic. And and then they pushed it over to King of Black. And I got all 5 issues because I'm a completist. All 5 issues, and to this day, that is the series. That and Shadowland are my 2 biggest regrets in buying in comics.
Empire is the reason why I won't buy any more Marvel events.
I can see that.
That was the last one. That was the like. I mean, I've been
Heroes Reborn is why I won't.
No,
Why are you not here?
I'm an events guy, so I'm going to still.
I love events too. I'm a mark for events, but I'm not investing in Marvel events anymore.
Now, can you please, Mark? Can you please explain to people for Night Terrors, because they'll see the whole list of books that Night Terrors are coming out, but they're not realizing that DC is stopping several titles so they could do Night Terrors.
Yeah, they're not that they're stopping them. They're just these are the all right. Green Lantern's a great example. You'll have Green Lantern 1, Green Lantern 2, then Green Lantern Night Terrors 1, Green Lantern Night Terrors 2, and then Green Lantern 3 will come back. You know what I'm saying? It's still in timeline, still in continuity. But it's like, when books cross over during an event, they're fucking the numbering up to do it for some reason.
Yeah, because a lot of people they saw that, like, on Free Comic Book Day, they saw the checklist for it and they start freaking out like, this is a ton of books. I said, yeah, but majority of those books are still the ongoing titles.
Yeah, they're just regular ongoing titles. I think we have like 4 books outside of the regular ongoing titles because it's not a standard event. This isn't like a full-on summer event. If y'all want to know when the next one of those is, pick up the DC Primer that drops tomorrow. That's your real tease for the next DC event. But Night Terrors has like a one-shot intro, like a one-shot in the middle of it, and a one-shot book into it. And the rest are just what's happening to the characters in their regular ongoing books.
So if you still continue,
Scott?
If you still continue on buying, like if you're already collecting Flash, Nightwing, not Robin, Green Lantern.
Yeah, Robin, Joker, Green Lantern, Harley Quinn.
You're just gonna get those books anyways because they're part of your
pull list. Yeah, you're not picking up any extra titles to get the Night Terror versions of the characters you're already reading.
Gotcha.
Beckerman's always picking fights with people. What's wrong with that guy?
Straight lovable. What's funny is Beckerman and Scott both are 2 of the most lovable people I know on YouTube.
Well,
I agree.
I don't think Beckerman's that lovable personally, but I don't think I get the same Beckerman that you get.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I think Beckerman respects you. I don't.
I don't know.
Beckerman don't even know I exist. You might mention my name maybe once in a while, but you don't know.
Yeah, I can actually co-sign that because I mentioned you to him, how I voted for you for the CBA awards or whatever. He's like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah, it sounds like him.
I'm like, the dude on the slouches. He's like, I've never heard of him.
Beckerman doesn't know who a lot of people are. He takes pride in not knowing who big channels are. It's like
dude, I'll be honest with you. I didn't realize how few big channels I know. Like I know of Comic Tom, obviously. I know of Bueller. I know of Jim Mint. But I don't like watch any of their content. I have nothing against them, but it's just not stuff that's part of my routine. Like I have a hard enough time trying to keep up with my homies who I'm more interested in what they got going on, kind of thing, on a personal level,
I watch Bueller, but I don't really watch anybody else.
All he does is sells books for other people these days, right?
I don't really watch him anymore. I used to watch him every Monday morning. I used to love that show.
Yeah, I remember catching a couple of those back in the day.
That and
it was difficult to vote for people over 5,000 subscribers. It was very difficult. I voted Comic Tropes, which is one of the best YouTube comic channels that exists. If you like comic history, artists, writers, anything like that, it's great information, well packaged, entertaining.
I need to check him out.
Yeah, for especially
Comics Explained is great too.
Yeah, for bigger channels, Comic Tropes and Cartoonist Kayfabe also for the same reasons.
And what's that guy's name? Because that's another one I know of, and I feel like I got
it's Ed Piskor and Jim Rugg.
So
they're both creators,
right?
Yeah, they're both creators, but again, they go every week. They do like I don't know 5 videos a week or something, and they go deep. Yeah. So comic art, history, and everything
they're
from
like professors of comic book history. It feels
they absolutely are. Yeah, they have deep knowledge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of history, Beckerman, that dude has a lot of comic book knowledge.
Yeah, he's all right. Wow, he actually knows who Comic Tropes is. I'm surprised.
I just found out about Comic Tropes like last week.
You got to look at his style of content, Marcus, and then it'll make perfect sense. I'm not saying that jokingly. You're like, oh yeah, this is the kind of stuff Becker likes. Like when he's talking about interviews with creators, like I grew up watching that kind of shit on VHSs and like these little interview tapes, and because that's the only place you could find them. These little specials, back histories on characters and stuff like that. And
I kind of got into that stuff for my last comic book storytime episode with Lorenzo. He did Not Brand Eck, and I dug into some Marie Severin interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it actually. So I probably would do more of that.
Yeah, dude, the best comic stories you can ever hear from the old comic heads that have been in the industry forever and just have these candid stories about who knows what they're going to say. That's why I like watching.
I love when they get catty.
Yeah, that's why I like watching that 4C show where they're selling different artists stuff because they're the handlers, like the Becker knows, because they'll have like Jim Shooter on just sitting there shooting the breeze with them, and I love that candid shit like that.
I don't remember who was on there, but I remember somebody was on there telling interesting stories. God, who was it? I can't remember. But yeah, they always have dope people on there. Never anything I can buy, but it's cool to look at.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Window shop.
Dude, Doug Mankey was on there, and like they had him like selling like cards, like drawing on cards and stuff. It's not the same as getting like a big piece, but I mean that's still owning an original piece of art. Me and Becker hung out for hours last night on Rob Liefeld's Whatnot, and that was probably the most electrifying, laughing my ass off stream I've ever watched in the history of social media. Like, if you don't buy anything, like he was doing Arnold and Schwarzenegger impersonations, like for an extended amount of time, making fun of Todd McFarlane, firing people in his chat and kicking them out and having a good time doing it. Never once was he mad. He was selling books for great prices.
That sounds fun.
Like
he's got that Robin Williams energy. Like he just doesn't stop.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
It was the funnest shit I've ever participated in, man.
I need to watch people because I want to sell on there. So I need to figure out what's good, how you do it well.
So Rob has an assistant named Dave who pretty much is just his punching bag the whole time. But Dave's sitting there, like Rob will sit there and like be like, all right, we'll do this book next, and Dave will start typing it in. Like it looks like a 2-man operation is how it has to be. Because Dave is running the controls and Rob's like, well, send it in 3, 2, 1. And Dave will hit go on it kind of thing. Yeah. You really, that team effort makes it go so smoothly.
I was always been a fan of Rob Liefeld's art.
Hell yeah.
As a kid growing up in the 90s, reading X-Force and Brigade and, a lot of his
he was
image.
The man back then. He had Easy E coming to see him, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hear good industry stories, watch some of the interviews he's done with cartoonist kayfabe. Those are some of my favorite interviews.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I heard y'all talking about Nerdy Girl when I first hopped over here, and she popped onto a stream. She it's called Rating Streams or something like that. I'm new to this. I don't whatnot, but I've been telling Beckerman, why do you always tell me the next day after you have so much fun watching a stream? Why don't you fucking message me while it's happening? And after
I didn't know he was on
been there, man.
After weeks of having that same conversation with him, last night he messaged me, "Hey, Liefeld's on." I'm like, dope. And I have Whatnot just from downloading it to support Drac when he did a thing on there, which I don't know why he chose Whatnot. Flash by Night. When my buddies got to do something, I want to go support him, So I was able to fire up Whatnot and hop in Liefeld's thing. And about halfway through it, he got rated, which is like he got an extra like almost 100 viewers. So when Nerdy Girl was finishing the stream, everyone went over there and just started dropping feet emojis left and right, and it made his day, dude. It made his day. He thought it was the coolest thing ever.
I got rid of Whatnot because I was spending too much money.
Oh man,
That's why I got rid
of it. It's real easy to do on there. Yeah,
I'm very competitive. I said, "Oh, you bid? No, I'm gonna bid."
Yo, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I spent some money, but I got good deals on shit, and I'm beyond excited what I got. I got exactly what I came for, and then some shit I didn't even know existed.
From Rob Liefeld or some different stuff?
Oh, from Rob Liefeld.
Okay, nice, nice. Did Beckerman grab anything?
Oh yes, he did.
I can't talk about another man's business.
Yeah.
Okay,
he has a video. He has a video out right now that came out earlier today.
Oh,
so
they got a Hucklebuck. Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
No, this was purchased last night, so these books won't even be showing up till tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday at the earliest. But the brand new, because he's got those homage variants for Marvel right now. Like he just did the Secret Wars 8 homage. He's got the first appearance of Black Panther homage coming out tomorrow, the Fantastic Four one. So he was selling that one. And he's got this chiseled signature thing he's doing now, which is pretty much like a remark. An artist signature that's just on a book printed on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got the Liefeld that's printed on this cover. So he's drawing that like big in 3D and shit. And it looks fantastic. Yes, it is beautiful. He was sitting there chiseling signatures, running them, and I scored one of those new FF books, and it's like fluorescent, so you hit it with a black light and everything. It's gimmicky as shit.
Hell yeah. Give me the gimmicks, baby.
I love them, man. I'm a
Fuck
sucker.
yes. Oh, Comic Journey being a hater. Come on. You got to respect the original Image founders.
Yo, you should go in his stream and say that. See how much he gives a fuck. Zero, I promise you.
That's how you got to be, especially when you're as successful as he.
I mean,
you'll say that while he's running thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in just a couple hours. Like, really, that shit doesn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of wrongful hate for his art back in the day. I mean, it's questionable.
He didn't get hate from it. It wasn't until more recent.
Yeah. I mean, some of his art is questionable, but I think some people just join in the bandwagon.
So to this, and like, so I shared this Captain America Deadpool cover that is just fucking gorgeous. Holy shit! Like even people who don't like Liefeld would be like, "Damn, he did good on that one." And I shared it out, and that's when Becker's like, "You like Liefeld?" And I've always liked Liefeld. Like I've done stuff on my channel early on about Liefeld and stuff. Born in the '80s, of course, I like Liefeld.
Yeah.
And I wanted that chiseled signature because he started advertising it. And I saw on his website that shit's expensive. And he'll tell you, he's like, I'm not cheap. I won't sell my stuff cheap. I'm not cheap. It's expensive. Don't buy it. I don't want you to buy it. I'm expensive. You know, like he knows his worth. He stands by it.
Right.
But if you catch those live shows, the books do not go for the price they're listed for on his website. And he couldn't be more thankful for every purchase. Like he's genuinely thanking the person whether they catch it for $40 or it goes for $80. Like they go for what they go for.
Imagine my surprise. Imagine my surprise.
Oh man.
Oh, CJ never changed, brother. Never changed.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's funny.
So has anybody thought about doing Whatnot? Mark, have you ever thought about it?
Now I'm happy with the Instagram thing. You know, the Pops Attic page that's Pops Books, my books. We just think stuff sells regularly, and also to that, be on the lookout for it because there's something really exciting coming to it.
Don't
and
tell
it's gonna
me
be very, very limited. Very limited. You're gonna want to get
You're
in.
saying that, and my wallet's gonna be mad at you.
No, the thing about Pops Attic is it's mad crazy affordable.
What's the big thing? Or is
You
it a
have to
secret?
follow Pops Attic. It's not a secret. It's
Okay.
just being timed out. Right?
I love when you post
Oh, I
stuff. I'll
thought
be
you-
sitting there
I thought you were giving
so
us a
tempted to buy it, but every time I see it and think about buying it, somebody already claims it.
Yeah, I'll throw up like legit keys that I've just been sitting on. They'll go. Everything's cheaper than you'll find it anywhere else. That's the thing about the page. We check everywhere, and then we make sure it's cheaper than everywhere. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
of it.
I think I need to drop my prices. I posted today.
Oh, let me go to yours. I want to see
Well,
your
yeah, how many people are you competing with? eBay, my comic shop, other sellers on the platform.
Kari.
Yeah, my goal is to sell books, not sell books for a certain price. It's just to sell books. I want the space they're taking up. more than anything.
That's where I'm at, man. I need to just sell. Yeah.
Marcus,
I'm not
Well,
trying to get
I did sell a couple times on Whatnot, probably about a year ago.
You said you didn't like it, right? It didn't go well.
Yeah, I mean, it was only, what did I do? I think I did like 3 shows.
I
It was
bought the
okay.
most
I sold maybe half the books that I'd put up, and I mean, not for much, right? You know, most of them were going for $2-3, whatever.
I know one that
But
went for 50.
That's right. Yes, thank you again. But I mean, honestly, what better platform to sell an acetate cover than on Whatnot? It's kind of makes
You know
sense,
what's
right?
funny?
But
He set that show to sell that exclusive one-of-one Turok issue 1 acetate. He set the team to do that during my Sunday live show. So I'm on my Sunday live show on Whatnot, watching draft during my show. Like with my microphone.
oh shit, yeah, that's amazing. But
That's
I'm actually considering revisiting it because I do want to sell a bunch of books, and again, if they're just for like $2, I don't care. I just want to get rid of them. And it's like it doesn't have this. The fees are not as high as eBay, and I have, I think, a much better chance of selling, you know, a short box of books all at once in one shot, right? I think it's ideal for that.
Yeah. What up, CJ? How you doing? Are you going to tell us about your Rob Liefeld beef?
Well, before I say anything, I can't believe what a fucking mark. What a fucking mark is.
Oh yeah, that's where the term comes from.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck? Out of all the people that would have had a douchebag detector on them, I would have expected you to have one. Out of everybody out there,
we get along, don't we?
Legitimately, Liefeld is the biggest fucking douchebag on earth. And it's not me just like saying, I don't like his feet, I don't like his fucking this, I don't like his that, because I legitimately was a fan of his until I had a one-on-one encounter with him, and he could go fuck himself after.
Was this in an alley? Was this in a bathroom? Where did you have this one-on-one encounter with him?
Whatnot.
It was just you and him.
No, it was me, him, and the fucking chat group. But it was a small chat group, so I had a lot of interaction with him on this. So here's the deal. He had one of his like little whatnot sales of his selling his books and whatever. I was bidding on the books. I was legitimately big. I was like, all right, I'll get a package of his original art, and maybe I'll make freaking gazillions down the line, or whatever the case is. So I'm like, and you know what? Liefeld is one of the people that I collected when I was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, this is good. It should be cool. And he's answering questions left and right. So I'm asking him legitimate questions, like about his technique, about his stuff. He's showing like little pieces of paper that he scans in, and then he actually puts in the like. And then he actually like sketches with the computer after he sketches a little piece of paper. He doesn't do like legitimate sheets like other people do. He has a different thing. So I'm asking him, and he goes fucking schizo on me, out of nowhere. He goes, I don't need to fucking answer any more fucking questions to you. I'm like, what? Like what?
So you're telling me, CJ, on a platform where this man's trying to sell books, you're running him down the gauntlet of how he makes his art?
Other people are asking him questions too. Other people are asking him questions too.
Yeah, he's no one's going to argue the fact that man's bipolar as fuck, my dude.
Meanwhile, I'm bidding on his shit. I'm fucking bidding $400, $500, $600 on this bullshit.
But mental health matters, so
yeah. So he's a fucking psychopath. I told him to go fuck himself. I told him if I catch him in a car, I'm going to tell him in his face to go fuck himself, and I will. On camera, I'll do it. After I
I'm sure he'd be devastated.
he's going to be real devastated while he draws a caricature of you without feet. And then sells it.
I'm going to bring a set cover for him to draw me a pair of feet first. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it's fucking bullshit. You know, like the guy is legitimately a fucking douchebag. Like a legitimate douchebag. Like, I have
tell us how you really feel.
You know, I'm trying to censor myself because it's Marcus' channel. This is not my channel. Because if it was my channel,
let it out, brother. Let it out.
Run.
I want you to get this out.
Fucking run. I'll tell you something. You want me to fucking go on a rant? I'll fucking go on a rant.
You've been living with this for way too long. Let it out.
Dude, I don't know what
this is for you.
coke this guy is on. This guy's on special fucking coke. He's on fucking hyper level coke. He's fucking sitting there, and the thing is, he wouldn't shut up after. He just kept going on and on, and I'm like, you motherfucker, you fucking bipolar fuck. Now you're gonna sit there and now you're gonna make a whole fucking thing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
And there was other people in the chat that knew me, so I'm not gonna sit there and back down to this fucking bullshit motherfucker. You know, so he's gonna get it back from me.
You do not want to see me with fucking money. It would be absurd.
I was part of the freaking industry, and I end up losing all my fucking IP because I'm a fucking douchebag. You know, he didn't like it when I told him that.
Well, like Beckerman says, he has when you have fuck you money, CJ. You know,
he could have had real fuck you money. Now he's got to sit there and peddle his fucking art on a fucking whatnot. Because he doesn't have fuck you money.
Yo, he could live off the Deadpool residuals for the rest of his life. He has fuck you money.
So?
I know so. Like that dude has fuck you money, like big time.
You think so?
Dude, he
McFarlane has fuck you money. Jim
oh
Lee
yo,
has fuck you money.
McFarlane definitely has fuck you money off his
Absolutely.
toy empire alone, not even talking about anything else. And
Yeah.
dude,
Lysol has cocaine money. He
yo,
doesn't have
in
fuck you
all
money.
sincerity, he definitely has fuck you money. Like the amount of money they make because these properties have been taken into
I
merchandise
don't
for
think that
eternity.
shit. If he had fuck you money, he wouldn't be sitting there pedaling like a monkey on the fucking whatnot. All right,
That's
so
not
he
how
doesn't
it
have
works.
fuck you
Yeah,
money.
that's not
When
true
you
at
have
all.
fuck you money, you make money. It's what you fucking
Listen,
do. is make
listen.
money.
You know his bank account, so you know if he has fuck you money, right?
You
I
do
don't
realize
think he
that
does.
Todd McFarlane peddles toys on social media, right? And he himself,
I
on there,
never
I show my
seen
toys. Check out the
McFarlane.
bat ring.
I never see McFarlane. I never see Jim Lee
What?
sit there or whatnot and fucking sit there and peddle their art. I've never seen that happen. Maybe
Yo,
I'm wrong.
McFarlane doesn't go on Whatnot. Jim Lee did go on Whatnot with Skeff of all people.
On
I
somebody
remember
else's channel.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, like
He was invited to
does
somebody else's
his little
channel. And he
gig.
got paid, and he got
McFarlane,
paid
you
to
can
do
see
that.
on Instagram whenever, like almost every day, like making content, trying to peddle toys that are the number one selling toy brand in the world, and he's still firsthand peddling them.
Well, I'll tell you something. I never seen Todd McFarlane go on there like his bipolar fuck self and try to fucking sell his stupid chisel fucking signature. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna fucking charge you extra because I'm gonna put an O and a D and a D on my name. How's that sound to you? You never fucking did that. You fucking douchebag fucking life.
McFarlane has had that fuck you money mentality his whole life since before he had the
Because
money.
he's the fucking man.
He's the goddamn Todd father, but he's had that mentality his whole life. A lot of those guys that came up in the industry together, him, Todd, they
Because
just
he's a fucking boss. Liefeld is a fucking douchebag.
You got Rude with you. You got Norin with you. Rude said, "I'm pissed. Fuck it. I'm on CJ's side."
You better believe it with me, man. You don't want to fucking get me going, man. I'm in the right with this, 100%.
Oh, you brought out the Becker though.
Yeah, all right. I gotta bounce though, but you guys all have a good night.
all right, Drac. Congratulations
Thanks for
on
jumping
your
on, Drac.
milestone, Drac.
Oh yeah, thank you.
What
Yeah,
you
if
do?
anyone's interested, my 500 subscriber giveaway is this Thursday night.
Boom,
9
baby.
Eastern.
Dracula.
Click the notification now.
Prize
many
lizards, be there, or
How
be
many
square.
victims
Be
did you
there.
take to get to those 500 subs before before the night ended?
What's that?
How many victims did you take to get to those 500 subs?
600.
Before you go, Drag, what's going on?
I hope actual Van Helsing
That's-
wins everything.
You got the rest of the
Yeah.
100 in your basement being drained right now, huh?
That's it. Yeah, no, I'm doing casual Dracula, but I'm also going to be doing my giveaway for my 500 subs. So yeah, that's going to be with TM Nerdy and Roscoe and DJ Links will be there as well.
Nice.
And shit, if anyone else wants to join, just send me a message.
No, I don't want to send you a message. You should have invited me first. That's where it should have happened. You should have invited me first, and then everybody else. So
No, I'm just going to open up the floodgates and see what crawls in. Maybe the worm will show up.
Since Comic Journey's not going to be there, I might show up.
You put a link
Yeah.
up there. The worm will fucking show his face. You know that's going to be
Yeah,
the case.
yeah.
He's going for
He's
stream
gonna-
over the year.
He's going to wiggle his way in, I know.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Thanks for jumping on,
Yeah,
Drag. I appreciate
yeah,
you,
that's
brother.
it. That's it. Anyways, you guys have a good night. And
Thursday night, let's go get the
Thursday,
prizes,
that's
y'all.
it. Come get them. Yeah. All right. See you later.
Later.
Mark, how could you be such a fucking mark, man? Seriously, man. Seriously.
The name, homie.
You fucking disappointed me so much. Like,
You disappoint all of us every day. What do
I
you fucking
agree with you on a lot of shit that you fucking say, do, and you fucking you changed my whole idea of you.
That means you're right most of the time, then, and you're wrong about this one.
I'm absolutely not wrong, and you know I'm not wrong. You
No, like I said, I don't disagree with you one bit in saying that the dude's wild bipolar. That he's always been like that. That's never not been him.
So-
You should have
so
known what
that
the fuck you were getting into. That was on you for not knowing where the fuck you were at.
Oh, I knew where I was at. He didn't know who he was dealing with. That's the difference.
Yeah, I'm sure he remembers you.
Oh, I'm sure. You want to make a bet? Send me a link next time he's on Whatnot. I guarantee you he's gonna remember because he blocked me, and then I went on again. And he's like, "Oh no, not you again." And he blocked me again. So don't tell me.
You gotta get Becker to send you the link because I don't whatnot. He had to let me know it was
You
happening.
send me the link.
What's up, Becker?
You be there live, and I'll tell you if he remembers me or not. And
What's
you know
up,
what?
Becker?
I'll do a fucking one, not just a fucking rant about Liefeld book. I'll go for a fucking dollar just to fucking abuse it.
I can't hear you.
Why not?
Who cares if you can hear me or not?
Hey, Becker.
I can hear myself.
Hey, Becker.
How are you doing, Becker?
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Mike.
Apparently he can't hear us.
Can't
I
hear
wanted
us.
to hear what he got on here to say something. I wanted to let him say it.
Hey guys, I couldn't. I'm getting bad reverb or something.
This is the same thing that
That Scotty Vaughn was getting.
You sound crystal clear though for me.
Yeah.
Well,
do you still have the stream
I'll
going?
just try to talk here real quick and hop off because my sound is all messed up. But basically, Rob would never have to. Oh, I do. That's why.
You see?
There we go.
Genius. That's probably what Scotty had too.
That was my issue.
Hey,
You hear
Becker,
me
how's it
fine
going?
now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
We could hear you fine the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rob Liefeld owns an art collection that he would never have to work again a day in his life. It wouldn't even matter about residuals, nothing. If you don't know what Rob Liefeld owns, I would put his collection in the top 3 of all American art collections I know about for comic book art. And I've been studying about comic book art and the collectors and who they are for 20 plus years. So I believe I have a little bit of insight to it. The guy owns the original ending to the Dark Phoenix saga. They redrew it. He owns the original ending and the ending that was published. He's the only one who knows what happens.
Before Jim Shooter said, "No, you're killing Jean Grey."
And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
I get that you don't give a fuck, but that doesn't mean that, like, you were like, oh, he doesn't have fuck you money. He's got fuck you money.
He doesn't.
That guy
have
invested in
McFarlane
comic
money.
book art when
He
it was
doesn't have
incredibly
McFarlane money.
profitable
He
to
doesn't have
invest
Jim Lee
in
money.
comic book art.
He doesn't have McFarlane money. He doesn't have Jim Lee money.
But you don't have to have that money to have fuck you money. We're not saying he has the most
I don't
money. We're
care.
saying he has fuck you money.
He's the redheaded stepchild out of all
Keep
those.
in
other
mind
guys.
that Neil Adams.
Does he hurt your feelings?
Keep in mind that Neil Adams literally drew on pages with his wife on social media selling shit just like Liefeld is till the fucking month he died.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
because
these
they get paid.
motherfuckers in this industry love what they're doing, man.
That's because Neil Adams did get paid in his heyday. That's why.
Neil Adams did. Neil Adams set the standard for paying people. Like when he walked into the office, he started the legal battle that got Siegel and Schuster paid. So yeah, Neil Adams did get paid. He's the original Todd McFarlane. He's the original creators' rights spokesperson. He's the one that got Siegel and Schuster to the premiere of Superman and out of the fucking soup kitchen line. He wouldn't work if he didn't get paid. That's why his signatures have been top dollar from day
those guys in the
fucking
70s got paid the same way they should have been credited for that time. No, they didn't.
If ifs and buts were candies and nuts, I'd be a fat motherfucker. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about?
Got paid. Neil Adams got paid so well that he could be an amateur scientist.
Listen, I didn't say he
for
was a
science
poor.
theories. You know what I'm saying? Like he had time to pursue his own interests.
Poor, but he also started off as an artist at a different time, different pay scale. They got different money back then.
No, it's the same pay scale they have now. When Liefeld started,
Kirby was one of the top. Kirby was one of the top talents during his heyday as well. Ask him if he got compensated the right way.
Yeah, Track, you rule.
I love it. It's so
you,
true.
CJ Money.
Yeah, at least that's fuck you, CJ Money, dude. At the very least.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. He's going to go fuck himself with his CJ Money. I'll tell you something.
Enjoy going to work tomorrow, Journey.
Guess who's not going?
Guess what? Hey, guess
Rob
what?
will be by his pool
If I
doing a
didn't wanna go to work
podcast at
tomorrow,
4 a.m. like a madman.
Guess
And he's
what?
gonna be thinking,
I don't wanna
you know
go to
what?
work
He's gonna be
tomorrow.
thinking
I don't
about that
have
guy
to.
he had to ban a couple of times a few months back too.
Yo, if you see how like he was having a blast banning people, he has a good time doing that.
Oh, thank you for this, CJ. You kept this thing going another hour.
Fucking douchebag.
I hate that you had that experience with Rob Liefeld. That now makes you one of a million, not one in a million, one of the other million that have the same experience. Nothing unique about this.
If I was the only one that it happened to, that means I'm the douchebag. But clearly, I'm not the only one that he's done that.
No, he's a madman, and we've said that from the beginning.
I've agreed with you.
Yeah, I feel like you're not listening now. Yeah.
No, you're not listening.
No, you're out of order. This whole court's out of order.
I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Yeah, you need to listen, okay? He's a fucking douchebag. And he sits there in front of peddling his chisel fucking signature like a monkey.
It's
on
so
fucking
badass,
Walmart.
dude.
Ooh,
I want
love
one.
it.
Buy me
Ask
one,
Mc-
CJ.
Ask McFarlane if he charges extra to write his full name or not. Ask him if he does it. He'll write his full name.
Tell that to all the people with the T. McFarlane signature.
That's different. That's different. Not if he's in person.
Motherfucker got so tired of writing his name, like fuck it, T. McFarlane.
Well, that's different.
That's his house show signature.
You go there in person. I'll tell you if he's going to write a Todd or a T. He's not going to do a freaking.
I'll tell you what. Last night, Liefeld was signing all the books. The chisel thing is a complete separate. Then it's he'll put a signature on it. Then he does that little chisel thing, which is super dope, man. They really are cool.
Yeah, he makes a whole fucking big deal. I'm going to chisel it just for you, you fucking douchebag chisel. I'll chisel your fucking nose. You fucking.
Yo, I had to sit there and campaign to get into to chisel one of the books I was looking for. I'm like, please.
Yeah, and he did it for us.
Yeah,
We
I
both
never said please, but he asked. He says, "Is there anything that any of y'all out there is specifically looking for?" I'm like, yes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he said,
I had my boys back, dude. We were a tag team last night.
Yeah,
y'all won something.
We both won giveaways. Yeah,
he won. He messaged me, said Rob's live, and I just won one of his giveaways. I'm like, that's dope. So like, I just got in the house, chilled out. I hopped on there. I wasn't on there for 5 minutes, and I won one of the giveaways. Like, before I even had an opportunity to buy a book, I'd won a giveaway. I'm like, dude, this is nuts.
Congratulations for
Thanks
you.
for the link, Beckerman. Shit.
Congratulations.
we had a great time. We basically had the opposite of Comic Journey's experience.
I'm gonna AOK CJ something signed that I got. It's gonna be chiseled.
Yeah, let's
Not
get
my life,
CJ
though.
a sit chisel.
I'm gonna
I
chisel the book for
I
CJ.
swear I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna do Whatnot fucking show, and I'm gonna fucking. I hate Liefeld. That's what I'm gonna name the show, and I'm gonna sell all his book for $1, and I'm gonna say, "Fuck you, Liefeld." You know,
And you'll show him. He's gonna be
Rob Liefeld. He's got all that money, all that art, and
gonna
a
be
rent-free apartment in CJ's head.
No, I think
That
he's
guy
gonna-
is blessed.
I think that'll show him if you sell all his books for $1. I think that's
well,
probably
if you
gonna-
hear what's going to be the commentary,
That'll ruin
while
his
I'm telling
day,
it,
for
I will show him. Come on,
CJ, do you do Whatnot as is, like just completely separate? Are you on Whatnot?
Yeah, I have a Whatnot account.
Do you sell regularly?
Irregularly. Like
Marcus was asking about it in all sincerity earlier, just starting to watch some shows to get an idea about it. What are
I'm actually going to run a 2-3 week period just to get rid of some inventory now, like probably before Heroes Con, just to like wipe out some shit before I come down there.
I'm looking for you now.
But I go in spurts. Like I'll be on and I'll do like 2-3 weeks, and then I'll disappear for like 2-3 months, and then I'll come back on for 2-3 weeks, and that kind of thing. So
has it been good for you then?
It works well for me, honestly. You get what you give. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna put the time in and you're gonna put the effort in and you're gonna be honest with the people, they're gonna respect that and they're gonna buy the stuff from you. Like for me, I put a lot of stuff and I tell the people, listen, a lot of the shit I have, I'm like, it's run filler stuff. Buy bundles, you can save a lot of money. You know, it's shitty books, but you like them. You know, that kind of thing.
do you have to run multiple cameras or laptop and camera when you do it? How do
I
you
just
do
do
it?
one camera. This is me.
It seems like I need to run 2 cameras.
Here, do this.
I feel like the people that I see that at least are like setting it and posting the listings with their laptop. like the way that like you should watch one of the Liefeld ones just to get an idea of like how that two system platform works.
Yeah.
That shit is seamless, and he's ribbing on the guy and using him as a punching bag the whole time, and the dude's still able to hit every note.
The one piece of advice I will give you, and I think you should stick to it, is take very good pictures of the comics that you're. Don't be one of these assholes that just do lot 1, lot 2, lot 3. You don't even know what the fuck you're getting. Take good pictures, explain to them what they're buying, and it'll benefit you. Every time I could put I got a Strike Force Mortori run, the whole fucking run. Who wants that? Somebody wants it. But if I don't explain to them what the fuck they're getting and take good pictures of it, they're not going to buy it. So you got to do stuff like that. You got to make it look good. You got to explain well. Like think of it like if you're going to put a listing on eBay, this is on steroids because basically you're not only taking pictures, you're not putting a description in there. You're selling it and you're selling yourself on there. Because you're not only selling the comics. The whole point of Whatnot is you're selling yourself on it. You're building a repertoire with a rapport with with customers. So they have to trust you. They have to feel that they're getting good stuff from you, and that's basically it.
Are you on Whatnot BLC?
Yeah, I did it once. It started off great, then it went downhill after that.
What is downhill? Like you stopped selling?
I did it with my computer camera, and I couldn't scroll down. It's like combination. I had to switch over to my phone and everything. It's like it was my first time, only time I did it. Just until you get the hang of it, like with the phone and everything, then it would run a little smoother. But with so many people with Whatnot, you'll get some people on there. I sold some of the stuff on there, but
there's a lot of people that give up after.
I'm so used to doing it on YouTube. It's much easier for me. I just 1, 2, 3.
Well, yeah, if you have the platform already on YouTube, it wouldn't seem to be beneficial to use Whatnot unless they can somehow offer you more.
Yeah,
there is a benefit. I'll tell you what the benefit is. Yes, you're going to give a percentage out to Whatnot in order for them to do it. But here's the benefit. You don't have to go fucking collecting bills from people for fucking $10 of a claim or $20 of a claim. I don't got to go chase the fucking guy down for a fucking to send me a PayPal or whatever the hell it is. You have to pay it, otherwise they don't get it. I get my labels right away after the show is over. I can print them out. It's simpler, I get my 1099 at the end of the year. I get to pay the tax man. I don't like to pay the tax man, but hey, whatever. I don't have to deal with all that. It makes it simple, stupid for me. So that's the way I look at it. With YouTube, there's a lot of chasing. I don't like chasing. I don't like some fucking ass fuck nut that bought an X-Men 240 from me for $5, and I gotta go chase him for freaking $5. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, usually I get my payments during the show, and I get my email or PayPal, or Cash App.
I don't want to deal with any of that. Just pay it, and that's it. And I'll send it to you.
They send me the payment, and I see the notification on my email saying that I got paid. So during the course, I don't really chase anybody, but most of the people I get is the same people that keep coming over and over and over again.
People you trust,
and I get and I get the payments.
Yeah,
so I never had an issue, chasing somebody down to get payments, because we usually tell them during the course of the show that, if you're a first timer, pay right away. And then after a while, if you've been on there so many times, you already know that you send payments. And I just check my emails, you receive payment on my Cash App. I never had an issue.
What kind of volume are you talking about? Like which platform are you on? Whose YouTube channel?
I mostly YouTube all the time.
Yeah, but whose YouTube channel are you?
He has his own, buddy.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's got over 1,000. He's got a big channel, man.
Yeah, I do mine, and I've been on the New York Warriors auctions.
Wait, what's the name of your channel?
Big Lion Cat.
Oh,
Big Lion Cat 646.
I didn't fucking realize that with the fucking DLC.
I've been subbing to him for a while now.
Yeah, he'll be at Heroes Con again.
With the Legos in hand.
I didn't realize that. Holy shit.
Oh, here we go.
We're 2 hours in though. I'm shutting this down. BLC, what's going on your channel?
Well, if you go to Heroes Con, don't forget to enter. You get this handed from me.
Now, how do people enter that? There's a lot of people going to Heroes. How do they enter?
They go to my video that says HeroCon free giveaway and just enter and follow the rules. Everything's on there.
Boom.
And believe it or not, I'll always get people who are not going to HeroesCon to enter.
Now, let me throw this out there. If I win, will you wait till the end of the day, Con, to hand it to me so I don't have to carry it around all day?
Well,
That's crucial.
if you win, you let me know when you want it and I give it to you.
Wait, you're in New York.
Are
right?
there any
I'm
prizes
there
that
all
don't
3 days.
require me to assemble them?
You live in New York, don't you?
Huh?
You live in New York, right?
Well, no, I live in Pennsylvania, but I work in New York.
Oh, you work in New York. All right. So if I win, don't bring it down to Heroes Con. And just give it to me in New York. I don't want to carry it back.
What else is coming up on your channel, BLC? Anything else going on?
No, that's not the only giveaway I got going on. I got this was donated by Brooklyn Born 718. I got a video for that entry for that.
Ooh.
Giveaway 9.6 on that. And I just did a video not a few minutes ago for anytime I do a super chat on any of my videos, you get to enter for a Grogu action figure.
Nice.
And I gotta try to find more time to do more videos. I got a CGC unboxing senior series from C2E2 that's sitting here. And some other stuff that I got. And I'm still waiting for my Terrific Con Order signature series to come back from last year.
All right, that's what's up. We'll definitely check out Big Lion Cat. Link is in the chat. Couching and slouching. What's up, dude? What you got going on?
I'm tired. So on Sunday, I shot 3 videos, 14 shorts. They have already on YouTube, and they're all scheduled out for the whole week. So I'm not doing anything for the rest of this week. Like I said, I'm still trying to plan, like with me, you, and several other people in the community to do like a live thank you video with Mike the Spider Slayer for bringing all of us together. And so that's what I'm trying to plan right now.
That's what's up, man.
And who are you again?
Couching and slouching. Damn it, Beckerman.
I'm a fellow.
I heard you earlier.
I'm a fellow New Warriors fan. So
yeah. I know who you are. Jeez, everybody's freaking messing with me tonight.
Beckerman, what's going on with you?
Daily shorts every morning. Comic Viking. You can see another piece of my art collection.
If there's not a Rob Liefeld piece tomorrow, you've missed a real opportunity.
You know what? We'll do a Rob piece tomorrow. I've only got a remark though.
Link is in the chat. Sign up. Do not miss that, guys.
Keep fucking poking the bear, man. Keep poking the bear.
Comic Journey, what you got going on, man?
Well, you know what? I have a couple things going on, but C Bizzle just freaking inspired me with his organized thank you. I'm gonna make an organized fuck you to Rob Liefeld. How's that? All the fucking fans of Rob Liefeld, we can all unanimously go tell him, fuck you, Liefeld. How's that?
Oh, man.
It'll be a nice big event. How about we do a 9-hour stream on the fucking channel? Fuck you, Liefeld. How's that sound?
Looking forward to that. Anything else besides the fuck you special?
Well, my influencer series is coming back.
Nice. I really enjoyed that.
I finally got some of the problems with my channel cleared away. They're letting me actually edit some of my stuff now. It's not blocked anymore. So now I'm gonna start, like, you're gonna see some of the stuff disappear from the old stuff. Some of them it's gonna disappear forever. Some of the stuff is gonna go on my Comic Journey Strikes Back channel just to have it up in like the YouTube world, so I don't lose it forever. But the next one that we have that's been confirmed is One True Nerd King Phil from
Nice.
Comics.
Like
so and I got a couple other people that right now we're just trying to set dates from. But Phil is going to be on the 31st of May, so it should
That's
be good.
cool. Looking
Hey,
forward to
Marcus,
that.
can you come back to me real quick?
Sure.
Now, CJ, please show me on the chisel where Rob hurt you.
All right, you know what? On my company special, you can get a special shout out. Now, how's that sound?
Oh, congratulations, Reckerman.
Fucking
Mark, what's
guy.
going on with Legion of Comics?
You say that 'cause
Toys,
you never drew your
toys,
freaking new
toys,
Warriors
toys.
feet.
I got an amazing set of shorts going on with some badass McFarlanes and some other higher end shit that I've started dabbling into. And then I got a fun video tomorrow, just catching up on some male shouting out some people in the community inadvertently while I do it. But Friday's the community hangout, Sundays at Week's End, pushing for 3K currently. And yeah.
Fridays are always a good time, definitely. I'm always popping in and out from work, and it's always enjoyable. I'm always there, whether I'm paying attention or not. I'm always there.
Yeah, I feel like you're always in my heart. So
Yeah, I try to be. Good stuff.
you're in
Good
my
stuff.
heart like Rob's in CJ's head.
Rent free, absolutely.
He's not in my fucking head. It's you that fucking triggered me. It's you that fucking triggered me. You tell me I'm in the fucking head.
You are the problem. You
Good
are
work,
the problem.
Mark. That was a lot of entertainment tonight, so thank you.
I like your
tuning
shirt,
in, Mark.
Marcus. I approve.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody jumping in, man. I really appreciate y'all jumping in for this show, man. Whether you can make it or not, it's always very cool. And I will see y'all next week for another FOC and chill. Peace, y'all.